What's up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. We are back with another preview game, week 28 of the Premier League. It's going to be a spicy one this week, I think. Another spicy week of the Premier League. Even on the count of three, we lack surprise that we face Man City for the. What is this rubbish? Anyway, Tim Shady is back. I want to be a lawyer to sue UEFA. And they said the draw is not rigged, Sumit. Barcelona is the most beatable, unbeatable team. They are like Ferran Torres of clubs. Hello, Abhi. Nathan, you say shameless and your Barca getting easy draws every year. And cry about corruption despite themselves being in court for corruption over 18 years. Bro, listen, yeah. I honestly think these draws are rigged. I gave the best example. Last 2 years, we won the Europa League. We played five Spanish teams in five knockout matches. I mean, like, I don't know how it can be possible there, especially when you have to keep doing a draw. I, I'll be very honest here. I don't know why it is that. Listen, if they're doing it, I I mean, I can even understand why they do it. Yeah, I mean, you're getting people to watch the match. I get it, but like at the same time, it would really be nice if there's just a draw, a proper draw. That's how I'll say. I don't know. I don't. I honestly don't know how to think about it. It's kind of annoying because anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't. Is what it is. It's frustrating. It can be frustrating. I'll just leave it at that. It's like City versus Madrid bilateral. Say Tottenham going to face Spanish Tottenham in round of 16. Last 5 years faced Man City more times than Girona. That can't be right. Is that right? Oh, oh God! These draws, man. These draws, and then they take half an hour to draw 16 teams, which is its own kind of personal hell. But anyway, it is what it is. Ah, bro, FC Bayern Munich have put. No, this is crazy. I like this. I'm gonna retweet. I'm gonna retweet, guys. I've retweeted something. They did a Pokemon style. They did a Pokemon style announcement of Atlanta playing Bayern Munich. Yeah. Manchester United have discussed Roberto Martinez for the manager shortlist as he's expected to leave Portugal. God help us. Anyway, why are people being so weird on the internet today? Yaar? Seriously. You like stream, they'll use their 9, 10-year-old views if Barcelona gets a hard draw. Yeah, that's right. We should come to the PL now. Yeah, bro, we have our own issues when it comes to draws. Don't worry about it. I can't believe Barcelona can't get to the finals even after getting that much easy draws every year. We'd have five more UCLs. I don't know, yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't even know how to respond to the draw. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know how to respond to it. However, there is one nice thing I can talk about, which is Bodo Glimt gets Sporting Lisbon. And that makes me a little bit happy. I can't lie. That makes me a little bit happy. I think they could possibly get through another round of the Champions League in their first season in the Champions League, which is crazy. There will be no All English Europa League final, and Leon might win. Yeah, very possible. Crystal Palace and Forest are through as well. Aston Villa are through as well. All English teams that were in the competitions have gone through to the next round. Bodo beating Arsenal. Let's go. We make jokes, but it might happen. Let me tell you, do amazing. Do tell me, Sumit. By the way, guys, do like and share the video, guys. We'll start when a few more people roll on in. I know I start a little earlier than usual, but uh, definitely do share the stream so we can start as soon as possible. Probably for an hour, we'll go. Yeah, for an hourish, maybe we'll go. We got the Haram Ball Derby, Spurs and Atleti. Duke, I actually you this might shock you. This might shock you, but I actually think you could beat Atletico Madrid. And no, I'm not making a joke. In case you're wondering, actually not making a joke. I actually think y'all could beat them. Cristiano Ronaldo reaches 965 goals, another milestone. By the way, guys, goal and assist. I believe they won 5-0 against Hal Najma. Luke Shaw's fitness and availability during a major tournament has to be studied. Go do something with your life. Go do something with your life. Go do something with your life. Don't be a don't. People have way too much free time, man. Seriously. Manchester City versus Real Madrid will be the first fixture in Champions League history to be played in the knockout stages in 5 consecutive seasons. Wow. Okay. There won't come a better chance for Arsenal to do something in UCL. Vinny Jr. becomes the first player ever to score in both legs against the Jose Mourinho side in UCL. Interesting. Roadside Whitey says, what do you think about Bodo upset Arsenal? I'm here for it, dude. The mighty Bodo Glimt. I told you they were going to beat Atletico in the last game of the Champions League to qualify. And I told you they're gonna win their round of 32 match. Round of 16 looks probably easier than the last two teams they played, but you never know, man. You know the pressure might get to them, but it would be cool. It's City's fixtures between 17 March and 18 April. Okay, we'll do that. Why are Liverpool supporters underestimating Galatasaray? Probably because they don't think Juventus was good enough. Arman, I assume. Just tell me, is it tough? Okay, wait, I'll tell you. City's fixtures. Manchester City fixtures are as follows. From 18th March, it is Madrid, 18th, Saturday, 21st, Crystal Palace. 22nd March, Man City. I mean, Arsenal. Oh, sorry, that's the Arsenal FA Cup. Then they got Chelsea. They got Arsenal in the Premier League. Yeah. Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Real Madrid. Points droppable? Likely. Three things certain life: death, India was Pakistan, Madrid was the city. Atleti has not lost a home UCL match 29 years. I don't see Spurs winning at all. Bro, this is perfectly set up for Simeone to bottle it. In the last 4 years, City won one UCL and got knocked out three times by us. So what you're saying is it's a fair fight. Got it. What about Arsenal? So much you act like Madrid were going to win the UCL. You never know, Tilak. You never know. Don't jinx it. Bro, seriously, the way they press and slots off the ball tactic here looks bleak for Liverpool. Man, let's not jinx it, yeah. Let's not jinx it. Let's see what happens. We'll say all these things, no, and then they'll actually do well, and then we'll all be sad. Let's see what they do. What is Arsenal's fixture? Someone's asking. Arsenal's fixtures are Leverkusen, City, of course, in the EFL Cup. Bournemouth, City again, Newcastle. Not as tough as Cities, to be honest. It's probably when they will break free of the point gap. To be very honest, but yes. What about Yamal versus Olise in the final? Will it end the debate? It can't end the debate. Yeah, Olise has gone to a good team for 1 year roadside. How can it end the debate after 1 year of playing in Bayern Munich? How can it? Also, I believe we all can at least agree that La Liga is tougher than Bundesliga. Whether you like Barcelona or not, I like to think we can all agree on that at least. If Arbeloa eliminates City, then is he better than Xavi? Because Arbeloa has already eliminated Jose's team. I think this one's for the Madrid fans, dude. I don't think it's for me. Arsenal got the easy run in UCL. That means PL is Arsenal's. Tilaks. If it was that set in stone, they wouldn't be only 2 points behind City. I know it says 5 points, but they played a game in hand. Vasta, we can back our team. Okay, interesting. Nah, bruv. None of them going to the final. Good point. I'm good, Maxi. How are you? How have you been? All right. I think we should, in a couple of minutes, we shall start. I don't want to waste anyone's time. As usual, we keep it moving whether people come or not. By the way, guys, there's a late night match today. So please kindly sort out your FPL teams. Never over till it's over. Exactly. Now the F is that look. It's the look where I go to the barber and I tell him, I don't want to see you in 3 months. Do something about it. Can United finish third? Well, Arithrak have already said we're going to finish third. I expect Aston Villa to drop more points. So let's see. By the way, you're a Barca fan. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Roadside, my answer wouldn't change. I think it's impossible to have that debate when you played only 1 year at Bayern Munich. The UCL gods have blessed us with a good run. Arsenal do the dude. I saw so you've been. What's the funny thing? You have had quite a fortunate run outside of the Carabao Cup, dude. You have played a lot of how should we put it? Less than ideal team. Someone put it up. Yes, SBZ Comps put it on Twitter. Arsenal run in cup competition so far this season. League Cup, Port Vale, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Chelsea. That was the League Cup. FA Cup, Portsmouth, Wigan, Mansfield. Champions League, Leverkusen, and Sporting Bodo Glimt. It's been quite a favorable three tournaments for you outside of the Chelsea game, although Chelsea also have not been great at the moment. But it's been quite favorable at the moment. Center Goals is saying Chelsea management's already considering Garnacho next summer if his performances do not improve, which is hilarious to me because he's actually doing better than Bino Gittins. But you know what? It's okay. Corinthians are in advanced talks to sign Jesse Lingard as a free agent. Deals at final stage to anticipate competition from a MLS club. Jesse Lingard is going to Corinthians. That's crazy. That is a serious upgrade from FC Seoul here, whatever you may think about it. Wow. I'm actually hmm, I'm actually a little should I say it? Yeah, why not, yeah. I'm actually a little happy for Jesse Lingard. And Corinthians is actually a decent team. I don't know if Depay is leaving, but that would be a very nice move for Jesse Lingard for real. Lord Cockroach, PSG loading. Oh, another crazy start. Sure, lay it on us. कल chemistry के exam में fail हूँ. Why? Why? Just answer the paper to the best of your ability. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Next time we need ball, Nathan. You never know, dude. You never know what the next look's gonna look like. United, please qualify for CL. I want a modern Barca United final. We don't have the strength to reach a final right now, anyway, in Deluxe. To be very honest with you, but listen, man, I'd happily still go for it. On our day, we can still beat any team. I believe that whether we are good enough or not is a different subject, but you never know. Today, after Real Madrid versus Man City was officially drawn, I understood the meaning of Londe. Who's winning the Europa League? Bro, I gotta admit, man, Forest and Aston Villa are looking good. Forest and Aston are looking good to go far. Seriously. I'm good, Rahul. How are you? How are you? Damn, this is a big upgrade for Brazilian. See, for real, man. For real, Corinthians is a great team, yeah. I'm so happy for him. Side of the bracket is a hell in the cell, dude. That is true. The other side of the bracket is tough. You scoring a exam exactly. You have to do it. You have to use your creative liberty. Betis, you think is the favorites in Europa League? Fair enough. Fair enough. Leon, yes, someone said Leon earlier. When I think in the chat, someone said Leon also, or was it yesterday? You were to fail the exam other time. Hello, Alu Biryani. What's up? What's up? Um Second side of draw is actually Europa League. Except Chelsea 2020 and Atletico 24-25, Vinny Jr. has either scored or assisted in every UCL knockout he's played for us. Ah, okay. If we play UCL, I want the toughest fixtures. Give us Madrid, Barca, BSG, but we don't have to qualify. We don't have to qualify to win it. One side of bracket will break legs reaching finals, says Griffin. Aloo is my favorite vegetable, but this Madrid was the Man City's and aloo dish I don't like anymore. All right, guys. With that being said, we'll start. That was actually kind of funny. So we shall start straight away, boys and girls, if there are any. Wolverhampton versus Aston Villa, guys. As you know, I absolutely adore Wolverhampton Wanderers. So we'll just leave it at that. 9 wins, head to head is 9 wins, 6 draws, 8 wins. Wolverhampton Wanderers actually have more wins than Aston Villa, funny enough. So there's that. Pretty even Steven record, head to head record. Uh, they are 1-1, 3-1. Aston Villa's 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw in the last 5 matches till October 2023. The hell again, City versus Real. Yep. Brazilian league is very toxic sometimes. Coutinho is leaving Vasco da Gama because of all the harassment. Apparently, he might retire if he doesn't get another deal, man. At 33 years old, bro, he had like 3 good years, and the rest of his career, God knows what happened to really. How can you get Newcastle, Glimt, Leverkusen, Sporting in a single side, bro? I don't understand how this draw thing works, man. They have complicated the draw systems very much, and they take 1 hour to draw 16 names. At the beginning of the when they do the first ever draw, they give you stories like like we are watching football for the first time. It's just a time waste, a complicated draw system, every possible thing to extend their TV time and annoy people. No, they do, because that's not the first time I've said it so much. That is honestly the only answer I can think of. What do you think about Chelsea's financial crisis? Griffin, to be very honest with you, I'm surprised it took this long because when they spent 1.5 billion in like 18 months, I know people said, look at all this, they're selling people, buying people, they're using the academy to make money. I was like, Very possible all this is true. But 1.5 billion in 18 months is still a little crazy, man. And go to see, we are kind of right. But let's see how they bounce back from this year. In a world where City beats Madrid, Bayern home, Chelsea away, Bayern away, Arsenal home is how the fixtures will go after international break for. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm good. I'm good, Shanak. I'm good. How was your birthday? This year we're gonna achieve the high of winning UCL again. It'll be like never experienced before because Vinny is gonna carry us. The high is gonna be so high, like I told in Giant and Suraj stream. Guess we'll find out. Like and subscribe, guys. Yes, like and subscribe. Get us to 3,200 followers. We are, I think, less than 30 subscribers away. I think I'm dying here. Uh, I think Betis might reach final. Goat Anthony will do some magic. I mean, he tried to do magic in the last one. He failed horribly. He could do it in this one, to be fair. I have a Brazilian friend, and he told me that the ultras Brazil are crazy. Last someone got mad because he support differently, and police found a rod in his. Ooh. Yeah, it's better to watch some games at home. It's very simple. It's 50-50 chance. Blue or silver side, the seeded teams would get only one out of two. No, but you know what I mean, man. Like I don't know how we got a bunch of Spanish teams last year, and like the draw is really annoying here. Seriously, some of them might have seen you for the first time, Alu. You never know. I need a win on Sunday, Nathan, says Homelander. That would make you feel better, wouldn't it, at this point of time? By the way, guys, scores predictions for this. Somebody said 3-1 Villa. This is the late night match. By the way, guys, if you can't remember, do it right now. FPL, don't forget. Midnight will be the midnight will be when it stops. So will be the deadline time. So if you don't want to wait till that long, do it now. Lucho wanted Chelsea, he will regret it. Have you ever seen City versus Barcelona or City versus Barcelona? Feel like I've seen it a long time ago. My birthday's in May, bro, but I did enjoy the visit. Oh, yes, sorry, that's right. Because of your name. I was also thinking about that, because I remember seeing the tweet of I think it was Evra Street. But yeah, the world needs that win. The world needs that win. Oh, the Arsenal Chelsea one, yeah. Ever in 20, I feel like I've seen it early in life, but I can't remember early in watching. 1-1 is the thing. Hopefully, we don't disappoint everyone. FAS. 11 draw. Villa has not got a good record against Wolves at home. I mean, here it's saying 6 draws for whatever reason, but fair enough. Wolves have, yeah. I mean, I don't rate Wolves anyway, but believe it or not, Ethan, this is the team that I think is going to bottle it anyway. So one way or the, I actually think they might drop today. They drop some points. Wouldn't be surprised. Villa will win 4-0 Villa. Okay, where is Nathan up here? Villa 2-1. So a lot of people are saying Villa is going to win, which is interesting. You should try different matches. Yeah, I mean, listen, yeah. I mean, I don't get it. But if I mean, in a certain way, I do get it though. You're going to get the most money. You have to look at it from that point of view as well. I would say I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa, but honestly, I don't have any faith in them to be honest with you. The next one is AFC Bournemouth versus Sunderland, guys. Let me drop in a head to head here. Why is the head to head not coming? Hold on, it's loading. Okay, for whatever reason, the head to head's not loading. Team form is 3 wins for Bournemouth, 2 draws. 3 losses for Sunderland, 2 wins. Hey, Sunderland are starting to slide, aren't they? I don't like that. Do you like that, guys? Do you like the fact that they're slowly starting to slide? I'm actually getting a little bit worried for Bournemouth, to be very honest with you. Yeah, I don't. Footmob is facing this issue. Is it? Wonderful. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. The weather forecast is 10 degrees. Oh my God, what I would do to have 10-degree weather in India. It would be fantastic. 8 goals for Krupi Jr., 5 goals and 1 assist for Brian Brobby. I don't think this is going to come back, guys. So you might as well tell me 3 wins, 2 draws for Bournemouth, 2 wins, no, 3 wins, 2 losses for Sunderland. Thoughts, guys? Who do you think is going to come out at the top? The conclusion about yesterday night's Football Unfiltered stream about the Madrid way. The highs are so high when Lord Nathan agreed immediately. Bro, the highs are really high. Yeah. Really, when you play crap and win, no, there is nothing like it. I'm sorry. I don't know how many people believe it or not, but when you play like crap and you still win a game, no, it's better than dominating someone for 90 minutes and winning a game. Because you honestly think it's not going to happen. You honestly don't think you're going to win, and then when you suddenly pull off the win, it's crazy. 1-1 most boring match. Bournemouth Sunderland draw. Iraola, the future United manager, will get the better of fraud Sunderland. Oh, okay, fraud Sunderland. Strong words. Strong words. Fraud Sunderland. Uh, Bournemouth haven't lost in the last 5, to be fair. They are in form. What is the predicted lineup? Petrovic, Jimenez, Hale, Senesi, Truffert, Scott Adams, Ryan, Krupi, Adley. Yes, and Evan Nielsen. Then we got Enzo Lafay, Wilson, Isidore, Angulo, Sadiki, Shaka Diarra, Hume, Alderete, Ballard, Gertrude, and Roofs. Yeah. You know what? By the way, Sunderland have lost back-to-back home games. They didn't lose the whole season until they played Liverpool. Now they've not lost one but 2 home games now, so they are a bit of a slump at the moment. Sunderland. Um, I'm going to say 2-1 Bournemouth. Man. I'm going to give it to Bournemouth. I don't know why really, but I'm going to give it to Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth will edge it. Here we go. The beginning of Super Saturday. Yeah, second guys, 1 minute. Burnley versus Brentford, guys. Burnley versus Brentford. Yeah, Footmob is having that problem today. Wow, weather forecast for tomorrow 6 degrees in Burnley. That would be nice. Hold on. There we go. Watching. Burnford conceded an XG of 3 last match. That's terrible. Sunderland wins 2-1 in my opinion. At the start of the season, I predicted Sunderland would finish 12th. I thought they'd finish 16th. Sunderland 3-1, Brentford 3-1. Sunderland 3-1, Brentford 3-1. Wow. Brentford 3-0. Brentford wins by 2 goals. Wow. Okay. Hello, Gaurav. 2-2 draw says Raz Hatka. And did you see the. Yes, we have Raz. We've been discussing it for a while. Brentford 3-1. Oh, man. That Keith Andrews, I believe he signed a new deal even. So he's on a good high. Yes. Signed a 6-year deal, right? So if so, Burnley will get a result draw, in my opinion. Igor Thiago better score brace. 2-1 Sunderland. And look at that. Yeah, Brentford 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. They should have probably beaten Brighton, to be fair. And here Burnley are 3 losses, 1 win, 1 draw. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and say Brentford 2, Burnley nil. Although if Burnley wins, oh my god, there's going to be even more pressure on Spurs, man. Seriously. Liverpool versus West Ham, Super Saturday. Many kickoffs, guys. By the way, guys, we'll be doing the Bournemouth versus We're going to be doing the Bournemouth match, basically. We're going to do the early kickoff tomorrow, and then we'll be on Lala's channel for the Liverpool match. So keep it. By the way, the stream schedules come out for the weekend, guys. Feel free to do use that if you can't remember. I believe there'll be 3 watch-alongs. I believe there'll be 3 watch-alongs this weekend. As you can see, head to head here, Liverpool 22 wins, 6 wins for West Ham, 5 draws. I believe West Ham have only won in their last 29 matches against Liverpool. I read that stat somewhere as well. As you can see here, 2-0, 2-1, 5-0, 5-1, a draw, 5-1, 3-1, 2-1, 1-1, 1-1. West Ham beat them in 2021. Yeah, it's been a while, guys. Where's the other win? West Ham United. Then 2016, 10 years ago, they won again. Yeah, some 1 in 29 home wins or something in the last away fixtures with Liverpool. They've only won 1 away, apparently. So I think that's the one. Yeah, because their other 2 wins are actually at home. So I think the record is they won 1 in 29 away fixtures against Liverpool. It's really tough. It's going to be really, really, really tough game to play. Hello, Harsha. Good evening. 1-0 West. Hope for Liverpool game to be a draw. Yeah, that makes 2 of us. So don't tell Lala. 2-2 draw. West Ham late equalizer. Bro, y'all want Lala to crash out, no? Y'all are so mean, yeah. At least just say, na. At least just say y'all want to lose. Piyush, if you're free for half an hour, 40 minutes, do let me know. I'll send you the link, buddy. We won't be going too long. We've already done almost half the matches. If you are free for like 30, 35 minutes, let me know. I'll send you the link on WhatsApp. We won't go too long anyway, buddy. Let me know. Matthews, Fernandez, banger and draw for West Ham or loss for them. I'm leaning towards a draw too, man. West Ham are looking a little hungry these days. Thank God. Thank God, I should say. Uh, Liverpool 4-0. Jeez. 1-0 late Liverpool. Come on, yeah, gravity. Don't do this to us. At least let them win properly if they're going to win. That would be annoying. Like last week, we could have been 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Could have been 3 points ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea. How crazy would that have been? West Ham 2-0. My God, a Chelsea fan supporting a fellow London club. Mad. Liverpool scored an added time, which will be 15 minutes in my opinion. I'll join. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Give me a second. Hold on, guys. Piyush is going to join us, which is great because I've not done the City match yet, actually. So it's perfect. Ask him about his thoughts on the game as well. His upcoming Champions League fixture. There we go. Send. Okay. Oh, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Bear with for a few moments. Okay, we're back here. Liverpool, West Ham. Any insights? Mohamed Salah is without a Premier League goal in his last 9 appearances. Liverpool ranked 4th in XG but sits 6th in the actual Premier League day. Yeah, that's rubbish. Yeah, who cares about that? Dominic Szoboszlai has been deployed at right back due to injuries to Frimpong and Bradley. Yeah, we'll all pretend like Alvin Ramsey doesn't play football. What a way to say it. Florian Wirtz is expected to return after missing the Forest win with a back injury. Ouchie. West Ham collected 11 points from their last 6 matches from their matching their previous 18. Wow. They got 11 points in the prior 18 matches. West Ham are taking 11 points from their last 6 matches, matching Liverpool in that span. Interesting. Axel Disasi's lone arrival has coincided with 3 clean sheets in 4 matches. Coincidence, guys? Coincidence? Probably not. Alphonse Areola leads the Premier League in saves per season with 3.9. That's never ever a good stat. I know people seem to think that's a good stat. That's a terrible stat. The fact that he's being exposed four times per match minimum. West Ham have won just one of their last 52 away games at Anfield. Sorry, it wasn't 29. Did I say 29? I guess it's 52. Apologies. One in their last 52 matches at Anfield, which is God, that's a terrible stat, isn't it? Ham stands a chance against Pool. Considering recent form, Chelsea are losing. Great chance to extend our lead on Sunday. I agree. Destroyer. Liverpool can fumble in this fixture. Yeah, they are looking very hungry at the moment, man. Apparently, aim for points in the last 6 matches, which is a very very interesting fact. Hello, hello, Piyush. Good
Oh,
evening.
hello, Nathan. What's up? What's up, bhai? What's up?
Nothing much. Just running through the games quickly. I realized normally I do it at this time only, but then I realized I have to do it no matter what, because I was thinking of maybe doing it later, but I have to do it no matter what simply because there's a game later on tonight, and I didn't. I just
Yeah, yeah.
wanted to take a break. Yeah.
I
Bowen can
almost
score.
forgot to the changes as well in FPL, but
Yeah,
I just saw the.
I reminded everyone at the beginning of the stream. That's
Yeah, I
precisely
just
what I did.
forgot. Yep. How are you, by the way?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Um, I'm also good.
How's the little one? Everything's going smoothly.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Uh, he's very good, by the way. Thank you.
Great, great. Any thoughts before we move on to next? Any expectations from Liverpool, West Ham? They have both got 11 points in the last 6 matches.
So my whole belief system is similar to you. Like we both agree that West Ham are not going to go down this season, and I think Nuno is again master of saving ships. So I won't be surprised if they pull off a result against Liverpool. This Liverpool side, at least.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think it might be a draw,
Do you think it'll be a
but
nil-nil draw by any chance? You think there'll be no
no,
goals?
no. I'll back Somerville to score one. I mean, look at the defense that they have. When was the last game where they didn't concede a goal? I believe they have enough. West Ham have
Liverpool?
enough in terms of yeah,
Liverpool?
Liverpool. Yeah,
What, the last
I
game,
don't
na?
remember
They won 1
the
nil the
Forest.
last
Yeah,
game.
that too.
You guys
At the last
scammed the
minute at
99-minute
Anfield.
goal.
Yeah, yeah, that too. At I was asking about the Anfield wala, but my whole point is they look very shaky at the back, and I think Somerville, Bowen, and everybody are in form, and they can. I mean, they will score one at least. So yeah, I'm backing
I
them to
agree.
score at least one.
Newcastle's fixtures leading up to Barcelona. Newcastle. Okay, let's have a look. Leading up, so Newcastle's got to play Everton tomorrow. United at 1:45. Oh, come on, man! Why? These timings are, bro. I can't wait to play in Europe. Yeah, I'm fed up of this crap. I rate this. No, I'm really fed up of Everton, United, City, all home games. By the way, very shady. I might add, all three home games, four home games. They play Barcelona at home as well. Then Chelsea
I think
away. Then Barcelona
I think
again.
City wala is to the FA Cup. So
City is the FA
I
Cup,
mean
but it's
yeah,
three home games, but three home games in 1 week.
yeah, I don't
How
know.
is that? How is that even allowed? By the way, three home games in 1 week, four home games in a row actually, because tomorrow they're playing Everton. So in the
Yeah,
next 10 days, they're only going to have home fixtures.
yeah.
It's not looking good for them though. I think Howe is going to get sacked, which I'll be there for, because they
And I
tried to
don't know if
pawn
you have
Eddie Howe
time
on
for
us.
this. I don't know, Nitin, if you have time for this or not, but I really want to know your opinion on. Do you feel Eddie Howe has somehow hit the ceiling and like this is as far as he can take Newcastle, and if they would really want to, let's say, compete for the
Perfect timing.
top four, top five spots, then they need someone more experienced. And I'll throw a curveball to you as well. If you think as I think he has hit the glass ceiling, then who do you think is the young and upcoming manager that they should be looking forward to if they sack him?
Listen, yeah, I am of the belief. No, now I don't know if you've read this, but basically Martinez is linked to us. He's going to leave Portugal. I am of the very very critical belief that there are only a handful of coaches that can do a better job than Carrick. I think everyone is on the same par as Carrick right now, as in they are not proven in a big club. They have
Yeah,
done their job elsewhere. They might even have more coaching experience through tenureship. But as far as being able to do stuff, I don't think anyone's separate from anybody. So if Newcastle are trying to look for a coach, all the good coaches are homebound. I mean, sorry, World Cup bound, and all of them have
Yeah,
literally renewed their contract. So I
yeah.
I don't see how they can do better than Eddie Howe. There is only one coach that is better than all these other coaches that have a fixed job or in World Cup teams. That is Unai Emery. The only way they
Hmm.
can technically do better is get Unai Emery. They can't do better any other way. Because if
I
they
mean,
get
I mean,
If they
I'm,
get Max Allegri, they'll go to a defensive formation. If they get Conte,
yeah,
they will go to a that won't look good. That won't look
yeah,
good at that won't please Newcastle fans, at least not that football. It might look good
yeah.
on paper, but it doesn't mean it's going to look good. So the only out and out better replacement they can get is Unai Emery. And why would he leave? They're probably going to get Europe again this year. Why would he? What's the incentive for him to join Newcastle if Newcastle finished 10-12? Nothing.
Nothing, nothing.
Salary only
The
can take
only
you. Salary can
incentive,
only take you so far. Salary can
also
only
what
take.
my point was, like the news with regards to what Tonali had already said, come out and said, I think it's 100% done that he'll be leaving. I think Livramento is leaving. You never know, maybe Guimaraes leaves if there's some big club comes for him. So whatever they have assembled in terms of good players, and they've scouted really well for whatever length that they have, I personally feel if they don't act with regards to the manager, they might start losing the players, and once these players leave, it would be very difficult for them to again assemble such a team because of the PSR things and everything that revolves around that. I think they need to be very aggressive. If I was a Newcastle owner and I was ambitious enough, I would have tried going for Xabi Alonso. I would have sold him the project. I would have said him that we are going to financially back you as much as we can. We're going to get you the best possible players in Europe. Come to us, make your legacy here, make yourself valuable, make this team valuable. Maybe it's a reach, but that is what I would be doing if I was a Newcastle owner.
What a great counter to your question. A counter in the sense of how about this? It's not Eddie Howe that has hit the ceiling. It's Newcastle.
I mean, I'll slightly agree, slightly disagree with this, because if you see, this thought process comes after the summer transfer debacle that they had. So imagine if they had someone other than Eddie Howe, someone a bit reputed who had done something really relevant in world of football. They wouldn't have missed out on Ekitike, Sheshko, and everybody they were targeting. Okay, had they मतलब उनका ज्यादा बड़ा better manager होता, maybe they would have tried to save Isak as well. But I just somehow feel the players themselves now know that this is the level that they can go with respect to this manager, and that is why they just stop playing, man. I mean, if your agents are coming out and saying stuff like that, you want to leave, that is not good for the club. And the best possible way is to change something about the club. So he has had given a lot of time as well. Yeah, they did one Carabao Cup, but I think the way they took over, the takeover was done. I think they won't be satisfied after 6-7 years with only one Carabao Cup. That is what I would personally feel.
Yeah, can I be honest with you though? Like their ambitions aside, you can only get players if you throw money at them. They don't have the ability to do that while my screen decides to, do its
Yeah,
thing. They
yeah.
don't have the ability to pull players like that. They lost out on Mbeumo. Malik Thiaw is the only player that was linked to other teams and actually chose Newcastle. Every player they were linked to, they lost. They lost Ekitike, they lost Mbeumo, they lost Cunha. I think they were all
So
linked. They were all
so
interested.
Nizam bhai, I
You
agree,
also
but
have to have that pull,
there are
na,
two
to
things.
get the better
There are two
players.
things. So one is money. So any player would be attracted to your club if he has two incentives. One, either you have the money thing, or you are on the verge of winning something. And I think as long as a player believes that he is going to a club who he himself think there's a possibility of him winning, he'll still choose that club even if the money is less. But if you're failing on both those fronts, not offering enough money and not even challenging for the, let's say, league to chaliye bahut dur ki baat hai. Let's say not even being competitive in terms of
Bro,
being there and thereabout.
they'll never challenge for the league. I'll be very honest with you. I'll tell you why. we will, every player that all the teams above them are linked to know will go to our teams. Genuinely, they will never challenge for a league. I'm not even trying to brag. Bro, we finished 14th and took their targets. We finished
Yeah,
14th and we took
yeah,
their target. Bro, if we all finish in Champions League and we're all linked to their players, nobody is going to
they're gone.
Newcastle.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody. So
Even the players who are
they will
second
have
would
be
be
an
gone.
eternal deficit. They will be at an eternal deficit. Their money can't save them. Their money can't
Yeah,
save them now because of how the finance works now. Their money can't save them.
yeah,
It really can't. It's impossible. Every team in the top six is going to have the worst season in the league that year for them to challenge. Every single team.
yeah.
And even
I
after
don't know how.
City slowing down, Arsenal slowing down, United finishing 14th, Spurs finishing 17th, Chelsea finishing third, we are all still above them. After
Yeah,
being
I think
fully shaky
even
this
for
season, we're
that
still
matter,
above them.
Nathan, but you would also agree, projects like Brighton and Brentford are way more interesting than, let's say, Newcastle, because
And cheaper.
they
And cheaper.
they they do, and cheaper, and they do something
And
very
cheaper.
different to, let's say, they're very data driven, they're very formation driven, they really want to have those certain kind of players. I think players like that idea as well. They also sell their projects like this. If, let's say, if a Brighton owner wants to have a young center back from, let's say, France, he would sold him he would sell the idea that if you stay here, you'll be the next Ben White. If he wants to sign a midfielder, let's say, from Argentina, he can straight away tell him the story of, let's say, McAllister, how he became world champion whilst he was at Brighton. So I kind of agree that Newcastle, for all it's worth, for the beautiful start that they had after the takeover, I think they've just lost it
I'm
somewhere.
very happy. I'm very happy they got freedom. Mike Ashley, they're a very good club. They're
Yeah,
very
yeah,
proper English heritage club. They were filling their 60,000 stadium in the championship. The
yeah,
fans are amazing.
yeah,
It's a tough part of the country to grow up in. Football is
yeah,
quite important to the people there. We
yeah,
like to say part of the culture.
yeah.
But in terms of competition, I don't. I bro, you know what? Look at it this way: Crystal Palace won an FA Cup before them. Look at it from another point of view. Glasner's come here for 18 months and he's won a trophy for Crystal
Did
Palace.
they? Did they, by the way? But I think
Crystal
they won it
Palace has
first, right?
only one trophy. Crystal
No,
Palace has
no.
only one
I
trophy in their
mean,
club history, and that was last year.
so they also won it last year, if I remember correctly. So
They won
before
the Carabao Cup.
yeah, they won the Carabao Cup
Yeah,
just on the
yeah,
same season, but before Palace.
same
Yeah,
season. Yeah, because it
yeah,
February, na, is the
Ma-
final normally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
But how crazy is that? Crystal Palace have bested them in 18 months of a new manager with less
Yeah,
money and
yeah,
selling their players. Like,
and
you can't,
manager
yeah.
as well.
And manager Homelander saying Voldemort is a flop. No one is talking about Homelander. I'll tell you honestly, Voldemort goes in the Anthony category for me, and I'll tell you why. Good player, can't do anything about his price. You're excited. The fans are excited because you spend money thinking he's going. Hopefully, will be worth it, and it's not turned out that way. I don't think it's Nick Voldemort's fault. I definitely think it is Newcastle panicking because they lost Isaac. They panicked to a point where they bought not one but two strikers.
Yeah,
So I think he is technically a flop, but I also think it's a lot of it is not his fault, if that makes sense.
yeah.
I don't, anyway, Newcastle Everton, Piyush, 10-14 head-to-head, 5 draws. Thoughts?
I don't know, Nathan. Bhai. I think I said it prior to the Manchester United match as well with regards to Everton. I am not sure as to what Everton is. That is the that this team is the most unpredictable
Nice
team.
way of
Like,
putting it.
one day they can
Nice way
play
of
one of the
putting it.
best footballs, another day you will be surprised and unrecognizable. And I don't know why it is, because it's so unlike David Moyes. Because growing up knowing David Moyes, one thing that you
Yeah.
know of his team is they're very solid defensively. They're very hard to beat. But I don't know what has happened. Maybe it's the new stadium thing where people are just trying to adjust to, let's say,
Yeah.
the seats and everything that's around that. The energy is not the same.
My mind. Yeah.
So yeah, so that maybe I'm not too sure with regards to this match, but I'm going to back Newcastle because I feel Newcastle really needs to have a
You saw this
momentum
one.
going
Did
into
you
the
see
Champions
this?
League.
I've highlighted this. 4 losses,
What?
1 win. They're 1 win against Spurs, 2-1.
Yeah.
In the last 5 matches, they've lost 4. They
And
beat
also,
Spurs,
they
who's
lost the Carabao
Spurs
Cup
are
semi-final as well.
they don't put that in this, but yes, that also happened. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Everton gave us a good game. Everton gave us a good game. I'm hesitant to talk against Everton right now,
Yeah,
simply
that is
because
why.
I
That is
don't
why I
know
said
what to expect.
it's so difficult to predict with regards to what Everton might end up doing, and that is why I mean it's. I don't know how to term this game. Is it a good game for neutrals? Is it a boring game? I don't know. मतलब, if I had time, I wouldn't be watching that. That is how I would put it.
Yeah, you know,
I would
I
rather
think
watch some other matches.
exactly and it's Super Saturday. I think there's like 3 matches going on with it, so I don't really
Yeah.
think it will be watched. Some clubs are just not meant to be big. It's just that for Newcastle, they can get Mbappe and Yamal up front, and they won't win the PL for the next 15 years. Still, I can bet on it. Yeah, because Yamal and Mbappe will be the only 2 people in their team that other
Yeah.
teams want, and everyone else don't want the rest of them.
I
Yeah,
mean, if you
I
remember,
suppose that's
Nathan,
a
if you take 2 minutes of your time on this particular subject, if you remember the way they started their journey in terms of how they wanted to spend the money and everything, and I think everybody lauded their efforts because they did exactly what City tried to do when the owners took over Man City. They didn't straight away go for those flashy players. They first of all they went and bought players who from the teams who were right around them. Let's say they bought players like who were the initial players that I can remember of whom they bought. I think Kraft and everybody and few others who have left, San
uh,
Maximum and everybody.
Saint Maximum. Then they got
I
Callum
think
Wilson. They got Callum
Wilson
Wilson
and
from
yeah, they had Mitrovic as well if you can remember, and they had few
Gimaraes.
others.
Gimaraes, I believe they
Gimaresh,
bought. No?
yeah. So initially, I
Willock,
think
Joe Willock.
Joe Willock from Arsenal, and people. I don't know how many people remember this or not. People are now in like everybody wants to sign Anderson, but how many of
Yeah.
you know that he was this Newcastle backup
He
midfielder for
was
so
sold.
long?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he was
sold for
sitting there in the
PSR, right?
bench because yeah, he just could not get into the team because they had Tonali, Joe Linton, and Gimaresh. And look what he has become in like 1.5 years. So I think they started their journey really well. I think this PSR thing has hit them really hard. They didn't expect such thing to happen to them, and now everybody is just vulturing around them and taking their assets off. So I think City is going to take Livramento this
Yeah.
season as well, in summer.
I think Hall. I think
I think
Hall and Livramento both leave. I think Hall and
yeah,
Livramento.
and Tonali would be leaving 100. But Gordon would be leaving. So there must be there will come a situation where they'll have like more than 500 million in their
Yeah.
purse. But who
And
are
they
they going
won't
to
able to do
buy?
anything. Nobody's going
Yeah,
to.
they're not going to buy anything. Nobody's
You
going to
can
come.
afford some heating in the seats, maybe, put some money back
Yeah,
into the
maybe,
stadium.
maybe.
I agree with this. What do you think? I agree with this statement.
Yeah, bhai, 100%, 100%. We'll have to bring him from Mexico from somewhere.
He must be 45 years old now, but we'll bring him back.
He'll have
How is
his
gonna?
son now.
Yeah. The only reason Voldemort is yeah, of course, because everyone knew Liverpool had money,
Yeah,
and in turn, everyone knew Newcastle had money, and people put a higher price. It's not Voldemort's fault. You see how he's asked to play. Everyone will be left scratching their heads. That's a fair point. Voldemort actually started off well. I just think I just think a lot of it is due to the fact that it's his price. To be very honest,
yeah,
a lot of it.
yeah.
Ooh, Lewis Miley, that would be a nice steal for whoever can get him. My God, they
Hmm.
might actually lose all their players they worked so hard to accumulate in recent
Yeah.
history. Now that I think about it, no, they might lose all those players. But then
And
we
they
go
also have an aging squad now, by the way. So all those youngsters which we have
defense,
just
right?
named, if they lose,
Yeah.
then it would be very difficult for Newcastle to like survive in the top half of the table.
And they have an aging defense on top of that, right? Shah,
Yeah,
Botman, Lascelles still plays for Newcastle. I can't believe that the actual Newcastle captain Jamal Lascelles is still in the team.
yeah,
I can't even believe it, but he's there.
yeah.
Anyway, late night kickoff for tomorrow. Leeds United, Yorkshire versus Lancashire, Manchester
It's
City.
It's the Haaland coming
Haaland,
back home as well.
Alfinger Haaland,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah. So he
one
was
win, one
apparently
loss, six
born.
wins. Yeah, he's born in Yorkshire, right? They called him a Yorkshire
And by
Viking,
the
right?
way,
I remember seeing like a.
and this win that they had, this is at the Etihad, by the way. So they broke our record there. I remember Stuart Dallas hitting 2 goals, and they went down to 10 men. I think it was Bielsa's team, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah,
Which no, it's not that. Yeah, it's not here.
it's not that. Then it
No.
must
Was
be
that
at
was
Allen
that a
Road.
cup? Was it a cup match?
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember. Maybe
Yeah,
it
no,
was.
no. Sorry, you're right. You're right. You're right. 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah. It's there. Who
Okay.
scored? If I'm not wrong, it was Stuart Dallas, if I remember correctly.
Oh wait, they're not showing it. Oh, they're not showing it. I clicked on it. They're
It's
not
okay.
showing it.
It's okay.
But anyway, your thoughts on the thoughts on it? Wait, hold on. I want
I
to put
think
the date.
I made it. I made a video on it, Nathan bhai. I think going down from this game till the last game. I think every game is going to be very very tricky for Man City to deal with. The narrative will shift after every Saturday or Sunday whenever we're playing, and as long as we can get the win, I'm just okay with it. I don't even care as long as we win, how we play, what we play, who we play. It is going to be a difficult game for anybody who has seen Leeds play under Farke. I think you've been quite vocal with regards to you and Suraj bhai both. I have always advocated very highly Daniel Farke. And I think he'll make it a very difficult game for us. But I'll just back City to get the result done. That is what how I see
Four
it.
wins in 5 for City. Only one loss in the last 5 for Leeds. 3 draws, one
Yeah,
win,
but
one loss.
but they've only won one, by the way. So yeah, they've
They won
drawn so
one.
many games.
3 draws.
Yeah, yeah.
But why? I think why the draws matter. Why brought it up like that is because, as we all know, the Leeds are 15th place right now, and they're 2 points
Yeah.
above Tottenham Hotspur.
By Tottenham, what do I say, Nathan? Bhai? I seriously feel like I don't think they're taking it seriously. I am 100% sure they're
No,
just
they are.
thinking like there. How do I address? There's an elephant in the room. If we pretend that there's no elephant, there won't be any elephant. They are not even taking this seriously. They are of this stupid belief that अरे बच जाएंगे eventually.
Did you see
It is not
Utkarsh's
like
video?
that.
I wanted to give him a hug. Did you see Utkarsh's video? I wanted to give him a hug.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw
We
it.
have
I saw
favorable
it.
fixtures for the first time, guys. Don't be scared. We have favorable fixtures. I'm like, favorable fixtures. I'm in 16th place, yeah. What is favorable fixtures according to you? Explain yourself. I was like, okay, yeah, poor guy,
And
man.
form,
He's holding
Nitin bhai,
on.
their
He's
form,
holding on.
both Forest, both Forest and West Ham are in that upward trajectory where they're being competitive. One team went to one team played United, almost got the result there. One team played some other team, and they also kind of got the Liverpool, and they only faltered the last moment. And I think that is going to give them a lot of confidence as well going forward. And Tottenham, on the other hand, first of all, with all those injuries, and then they're not taking it seriously. They just don't look like they're taking it seriously. I don't know if they are. They just look like they're not.
You know, they can't go down to the relegation spots this week no matter what, because if Forest win, they will go above them. And if West Ham win, they will still be 1 point behind West Ham. But they'll be 1 point away from
I'll
relegation.
go as far as saying that if there is a match like a shootout between West Ham and Spurs as to who goes, whoever loses gets relegated, be it at Spurs' ground, I think I'll back West Ham to win that match. I'm so sure. I just saw that Arsenal Villa game. I mean, I was so depressed after watching that. I mean, so disappointed, first of all, with lack of effort and everything. I have never seen 5 defenders play together and then get dominated like that. I mean, that was the worst thing that could have happened to you. You put a team so defensive so that they don't dominate you, and they ended up playing like rondos around you with Eze and everybody. So, very bad situation.
It's not great. I hope Forest and West Ham survive. By the way, Harsha is a Chelsea supporter.
Chelsea fan. I know Harsha is Chelsea fan.
Watching Spurs is like cock and ball torture. This, I think you can't even blame them. It's in the
Yeah.
emblem. West Ham under Nuno will be really resilient. Nathan, don't worry. Van der Ven's
Mm.
coming home. Bro, please, yeah. We have enough injury-ridden centre backs. I know everyone's excited about this, but I'm not. I'm not. Imagine Preston North End versus Tottenham in the Championship. You know what's the funny thing? They'll have just the same amount of London derbies in the Championship. You know?
Is it?
Yeah, they'll have like Millwall and QPR.
Aripa. I think they'll
Oh,
have even more if I'm not wrong. They'll have even more.
I think they have more, but
They
those
might
are the
even
two
have
that I can think of.
maybe some of the London teams would be promoting to the championship in the next season.
Yeah, the Utkarsh today, I felt so bad. I started rolling when he told me, "Don't worry, dosto. It's not all negative." I'm like, "What? What are you watching here? What are you watching? Explain it to me. Explain to me how it is not all negative." But anyway, dude, we totally skipped it by Leeds United City score prediction.
I think we'll win 2-1.
Charlton as well. Oh, the Charlton ground is a legit ground, even, yeah. It's a legit ground.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere will
Yeah.
be crazy there. Oh, that's bro. Imagine. Do you think they'll fill their stadium if they go to the championship, like how Newcastle did?
Yeah.
You
I don't
people
know. I no.
boycott.
That is
They'll
one of the
boycott,
most.
right?
Yeah, they'll boycott, and that is one of the most toxic fan base between in terms of them having the relationship with the players, the manager, as well as the board. They don't trust. You would resonate to that. This was the same situation when Mike Ashley was there at Newcastle. You remember when he used to come to the ground watching match, everybody used to whistle, everybody used to boo. The same situation happened, if I remember correctly, with this Everton manager, Everton owner, who just spent a fortune buying stupid players. And when he when he used to enter Goodison Park, everybody used to whistle. I remember Jamie Carragher coming out and saying they'll run you away from this particular place and this and that. So that place is very toxic right now. I think they hate their board, they hate their manager as well, they hate their player,
You
and they
can't
end up
blame
going
them, though,
down.
yeah. They are
No,
paying. You
no,
know,
of course, of course.
they are paying upwards of
Second
season tickets.
highest, if I'm not
I
wrong.
think
Yeah, second highest. Second
the
highest,
highest.
if I'm not wrong.
Really? I
I
thought they
heard
were the
I heard
highest
second.
in the Premier League season ticket.
I don't know. I heard it in the Talk Sport somewhere where one of the Spurs fan was moaning about this fact that
1100 just for home games. 1100 pounds just for the home games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal, man. Anyway, as much as I don't like City, I don't like Leeds more. 4-0 City.
4-0.
I know it's not even going to happen, no, but I have to say it no matter what. So,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
what is this? What is this destroyer? What is this? Seriously, this is rude, yeah. Why you have to be like this? You know, he's going through it, dude. Leave it. He's giving hope to the Spurs fans. He's doing the Lord's work, yeah. Leave him alone. It's been out for so long. We have changed two different managers. Oh God, Swansea was Spurs Madrid light derby.
White clothes.
Oh, Salford might get promoted this year. That'll be to the championship, possibly to League One.
By the way, they played really well. Huh? I have to give them a lot of credit when they came to Etihad in the FA Cup fourth round, if I remember correctly. They really held themselves on a very high set after leaving that game because it was a tough game. City almost played a very good 11 as well. I think barring Haaland and Rodri, most of them played, and it was, even though we created a lot more chances than, let's say, I would have expected, but we just could not finish it. And they also created a lot of chances. With a bit of quality, they could have scored as well. So I think a lot of credit has to be given there. Scholes and everybody came to watch that game as well.
Fair enough. Spurs versus Barnet FC. Eventually, at Cannon Park will be the closest they'll have to an NLD after the eventual slump of relegation. God, yeah. I kind of low key want them to win. Yeah, this misery it's actually the thought of them
I
in the
think
championship is depressing. Actually,
I think I
really is.
think I think they'll survive. Not gonna lie, I think they will survive because they've just got too much quality, and I think there's only one place that they need to avoid. Had it been a situation where they were fighting for, like, there were two other teams who were fighting for a relegation spot, then they might have slipped it up. But Kuki Forest and West Ham and Spurs, I think I'll back. They won't be the third worst team in terms of them
But the
three.
problem is what? The problem is not that. The problem is how close they are to each other. That's the real problem.
Yeah,
The reason it's such
yeah,
a problem is
yeah,
because they're all that close to each other. Even when I remember when Luton Town went down, there was a point of time where they could have just possibly saved themselves and Forest would have gone down. But then at towards the end, when the
yeah,
whole season's done, you're like they weren't really close. But like 5, 6, 7, 8 games before that, they were really close to trying and surviving. Here it looks like it's
yeah.
going to go down to the end. Yeah. As our next game, since we are speaking of relegation teams, Brighton Hove Albion versus Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest, if they win, I mean, they will go above
What are your
Spurs.
thoughts on then the Pereira guy who has been appointed recently,
Vitor
Forest
Pereira.
manager? Yeah,
He's looking a lot better. But what is the comparison? Yeah, they had Nuno who got them Europe. The comparison is so far gone
mm,
now. No, that looking better is like saying, I have one eye and it's better than two. It's better than zero.
yeah,
Sorry.
mm, yeah,
Let's see. Yeah, they could. You know what? They'll have to build that man a statue after getting three managers sacked and this guy keeping them up. They might have to build the last manager a statue because Marinakis has absolutely ruined his own football club single-handedly in 1 year.
yeah,
In 1 year, he
yeah,
has got them to the highest of highs in 30 years, and in the next year, they've got him to the lowest of lows instantly. It's
yeah.
incredible how much control he has over the club. But that's what happens when you own a club 100%. You can come here, you can sack everybody the next day. No one can do anything about it. There's no votes.
That's a
There's no
very,
nothing.
very, very interesting conversation. Maybe we'll have some stream, Nathan, by where I'll invite you and in order to discuss as to what is the best ownership model, because you're quite right. If you got like 100% of the power, then you're almost a destroyer in terms of you can actually destroy your own club. And this is a case study with regards to what has happened to New Forest. How can they, like, almost qualified for the Champions League last season, or they were on the verge of qualifying, and then the next season they end up almost, yeah, maybe they might be go down. It's amazing. It's amazing.
This is really depressing. Yeah. I don't see him starting Rijak, and I'll tell you why. Because I think the strategy is have some firepower off the bench in case the game gets tight. Simply put. Saptasya is saying, I hope I said that right. Spurs ain't winning at Craven Cottage. A draw would be a blessing. We'll get to that. I believe that's next. Brighton, Hove Albion, Nottingham Forest. Your thoughts? You don't have to. If you have any,
I
is
mean,
a better way of putting it.
you know what, Nathan, I really want, and this is not a dig at Spurs, because I don't care about Spurs. If they survive, they survive. I really want to see both West Ham and Forest survive somehow. I don't know how that is going to happen, but I just feel they've got a lot more grit about them than, let's say, any other club that they're surrounded by. Both of them, I really like them. West Ham because of what Nuno has done to them, and again Forest I really like because they have got the heritage. That ground, that community ground, is very, very difficult place to be. When it almost bounces when you go there, and I want to see them here in the Premier League. So
This
they will fight. They will fight with Brighton, and with Brighton as well. It's a one way traffic, Nathan. Bhai. I think they just know one thing, that is attacking football. if you can somehow counter them, then they're very, very vulnerable at the back. So I don't know. I don't know
Ursula
what to
has
do
so much
against.
talent on the pitch, yeah, so much talent, and still
Yeah,
14th place. Yeah, it's really sad. Really
yeah,
sad. How is that possible? He really effed up, Saptash. I agree. I mean, it really needs to be studied how bad it is. It was good at Wolves also. They sold everybody. I expected him to do a miracle job at Wolves. Gary O'Neill last year was in a similar position. Yeah, they sacked Gary O'Neill even when he was doing that. So Wolves also, masters
yeah,
of their own destiny, getting sacked. They are also going down. Brighton is
yeah,
14th, 3 losses, 1 win, 1 draw. Nottingham Forest is 1 win, 2 losses, 2 draws. They actually have more points
yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
How do they have more points than Brighton? They're all trying to fight, yeah. It's as simple as that. Everyone is trying to put up a fight except Spurs, unfortunately. 3 losses, two
Yeah.
draws. I mean, they have the same form table as Wolves right now, Spurs, which
I'm
is
amazed, Nathan Bhai. I'm amazed. So for
you can't
Spurs
see it
have
here. Look,
only
same
ended up
form.
winning
Look at
7
Spurs.
games.
Look at Spurs, Piyush. Look at Spurs and look at Wolves.
Yeah,
Same form in the last 5 games.
yeah, yeah. That is what I was pointing out. They are in the downward trajectory, and they have to take it seriously. If they don't, and if they think it's too big to get down, Leicester went down just like that, because they also had this false belief that they have likes of Madison, Barnes, Vardy, and so many others, and Drewsbury Hall, and so on and so forth, and they were not going to go down. They went down. So you never know with relegation. It's as ferocious as a title race. If I'm not wrong there, because it's very competitive down there.
I agree. So, fine. Any score? Would you like to give a prediction? Brighton's Forest?
The
Anything?
Brighton Forest. I hope Forest pulls out a nut job of a victory over there, because I really want to. I really want them to stay. So I'll just say 1-0. Some maybe they'll get it somehow. So 1-0.
Brighton is the definition of a yo-yo team this year. Yeah, I have to be very honest.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think Forest will win 2-1. So
And
Hozil
that
is
is why,
just a
Nathan,
weirdo
bhai, you
with
know what, that is why when people were talking to me with regards to title races, at this is the point where Arsenal are going to drop points, like the Spurs game and followed by Chelsea game. I said no, the real problem that Arsenal are going to face is Brighton at home, because that team knows only one way to play football, and it's a double-edged sword. Yes, you can get violated as well, but they wouldn't be caring about it. Like, let's say Chelsea, they'll be a bit conscious, even Spurs for that matter. But Brighton is what yo-yo team, as you pointed out. They're just going to play that aggressive football, and it is going to be tough for Arsenal to contain them, because we've seen that during like in lights in their ground, it's difficult. It's difficult to control everything. So yeah.
Raz, we'll talk about the UCL fixtures in a moment. We'll just finish Premier League so then we can stay on that topic. Uh, will Arsenal actually use the title? What do you guys think? Civil beings, I still don't think they will, but I don't know. It's really all in their hands at this point of time. What do you think, Piyush? Means
I
from
think
the
it's very
outside
simple.
looking in, what do you
No,
think?
I think they should not be losing. To be fair, I think they've done the real hard yard, and I think we are all very amazed as to how they have found themselves in such a position where they could have just finished this league by I think, if I am correct, by the end of January, and it's amazing how they found themselves in such a position. And it's very simple for Man City. If they can win every game, which is very unlikely in my opinion, then they'll have the victory. But you never know. You never know. I think Arsenal are the favorites for me as well.
Fair enough. Yuvraj is saying Spurs get relegated. I don't want the water to boil. I just want the bubbles coming out. Okay. Tottenham gets battered everywhere they go. Anyway, Spurs versus Fulham. Fulham are 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5, and Spurs are three losses, 1 draw, 1 win in the last 5. That is including a European game, by the way. It's actually 1 win. That is also a Premier League match. What do you think? Yeah, Fulham, Sunderland, Fulham beat Stoke. They lost to City, lost to Everton, lost to United. Very tightly contested games. What do you think? They did beat Sunderland,
yeah. I
second
think
team to beat Sunderland at home. Sunderland have
I
now
was
lost
as
back-to-back
amazed.
home games.
I was very and also very clinical performance. It was not a lucky win. I mean, they did dominate that game, and with Fulham as well. Anything, I think I don't know what to make of them. I think they are this one team who always finds themselves in such a situation. Let's say going at the fag end of the season where they have nothing to play. So they're never that ambitious to, let's say, go for the European spots. I don't find themselves like that, and they're never in such a situation where they're fighting relegation battle. So I don't know what this team is all about, because they play good football, but they're not consistent. They've got a very good squad, very talented bunch of players in with regards to Wilson and Jimenez and Iwobi and everybody. They're very good, but they're just not consistent enough. And I don't know what to, just similar to what Everton is. I don't know what to make of him. So at their home, when you predict them to win, they lose. When you don't predict them to win, they win. So yeah, I don't know what to make of them. But yeah, I'll back them to win their game at home.
And I have to be honest. I really think Fulham are going to do some real damage to Spurs. I really think
Yeah.
so. They are on. They have taken all of Sunderland's momentum. Sunderland,
Yeah.
previously undefeated at home, has lost back-to-back games. I think Liverpool beat them, but Liverpool's, I think, was a 1-0 victory. Here they really, like, really smashed Sunderland.
I mean,
So
if you see the lineup itself, Nathan, if you can pull it out, the Fulham lineup, you see the talent that they have. And when you compare it with, let's say, Spurs and the injuries that Spurs have, it is written like they're going to be very competitive. They press really well. Their midfield works better with each other, be it Smith
yeah,
Rowe, Wilson, now
right.
Oscar Bob also there. There are few other very beautiful trump cards that they have in terms of Chukwueze coming from the bench, and that Brazilian wonder kid that they have. I don't know what his name is, Kevin or something like that. He's also very pacey.
Yeah.
They have Adama as well, if I'm not wrong. So they've got a lot more arsenal than, let's say, Spurs in from the bench as well. They're very solid defensively with Anderson and Basi and everybody who plays there. So it is going to be difficult for Spurs if they play the similar back three with Dragusin there. Bhai, it's very difficult.
I absolutely agree. I couldn't agree with you more. I just sorry, I'm just getting a message.
Yeah,
Piyush,
yeah,
can you do me a favor? Can you just
yep.
you have Shashi's number by any chance?
Yeah. I have.
Can you just send him the link?
Uh,
Oh wait, actually no, hold on, wait. I can do it here. Sorry.
yeah, I'll send him. I'll send.
No, no, I got it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Would you like to give a score prediction before we move on to the next one?
I think Fulham are winning this match 2-1. I think Spurs have this tendency to score a goal somewhere here and there just to give
You're
hopes to
being
their
very
fan.
kind. Yeah. You're being very kind. I think they're going to lose 3-1. I'm telling you,
3-1.
I'm really worried. I'm
I really want to watch this match though.
gimmick
I really want to watch this match.
the gimmick is done, dude. I am like really worried for Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know what
Yeah.
Utkarsh is trying to do, but good for him if he feels like it helps him feel better. I am actually really worried. Where do you see Spurs in the table if they stick to Ange? You know what? Hot take. They would finish lower. You know why? All their goals are coming from defense. Their attackers are doing shit. I actually think they would do
Yeah.
just as bad, if not worse. Van der Ven and Romero have actually got them points this season. They have only had 7
Yeah.
wins. I actually think they would be just in the same place, if not worse. But yeah,
City
mine.
has lost only one game at Etihad this season, that too against Spurs. So yeah, make that of what you can.
Yeah. Don't trust these guys, I'll be honest, but the City's general run is just so unforgiving. So in that sense, there's a proper race. Yeah, we went through the
It
City
is. It
run
is.
between mid-March, mid-April, quite tough fixtures. In obviously some of them are not as tough as others, but overall it's a solid set of difficult fixtures. I think at least. We will win the title before the Etihad game. Yuvraj, you're going to have to win the title before the Etihad game.
Yeah.
Because the points gap is not big enough for anything else. I'm good. Manas. How are you? Two. We're just waiting on for Shashi. We have a few games left, and then we'll just discuss the Champions League for a little bit, and then we'll just bounce. But yes, you employ Vinny racism aside, the biggest wind-up merchant if you have ever seen, bro. The last thing you should cry about is wind-up merchants. He definitely winds people up. Don't really know if you can. You can. I mean, he is annoying, but there's a lot of Brazilian players in the past that have been annoying as well. So Kevin is a baller. Abhiman is saying, okay, we'll move to the next one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. He's a baller. He's very good. I think he was the next prodigal son or something, or whatever the term is in Brazil, and he
Yeah.
was there at Shakhtar as well. So yeah, traditional route
Ryan,
of all the Brazilians from Ukraine to let's say Europe.
Ryan's looking good to be fair too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this Arpit Jha saying Alyssa Liu is all over my feed? I believe I've unlocked another crush. Uh,
Who?
I-
Who is she?
Alyssa Liu, I think, is that figure skater. I guess she won gold medal, Winter Olympics.
Okay, I don't know.
You know, you're getting the feed that way, na? Because Winter Olympics is still going on. Only know her because even I've been getting it all over the feed. But yeah, not that I watch ice skating to begin with. It's a little too slow for me personally. But yeah. So Crystal Palace, Manchester United, another one of the bogey team. We're on bogey team season this year, Piyush. I don't know if you know all our bogey teams we have actually beaten this year, which is nice. 7:30 kickoff, Crystal Palace.
And the
Manchester United.
trend will be the same if I'm not wrong. I think trend would be same. I think you guys.
as you can see here, we have not had a great run. Loss, draw, loss. No, we won convincingly 3-0.
You defeated them the last time around, na?
Last time we defeated them, but like I said, that was part of the bogey team thing because as you can see here, haven't beaten them in 4 attempts before that. 17-7 is the head-to-head, 5 draws. Man, I'll take it here. Listen, I'm very confident in Michael Carrick. As you can see here, 8 goals
Yeah.
Mateta, 9 goals Mbeumo, 3 assists. I am just looking for to stick with the same formation, use the firepower of Sheshko later on into the game. See, I feel like we should actually bench Ahmad because it clearly looked better. But at the same time, we'll have nothing off the bench. So we have to employ the same strategy until we lose. I feel once we lose a game, he then has to change it. I don't think it's a good enough reason to stick to. Even if it will be he's lost only, I know people will go, oh, he's only lost 1 game. I honestly think once he loses a game, though, he has to. I don't know why.
So
I
you
feel
don't
like he
subscribe to
has
the philosophy of Ash Bhai, where he is so adamant that he's just a flag bearer of getting Sheshko in the starting 11. You don't believe that philosophy?
Sorry, can you say that again? I'm sorry, I was just reading this. I
I mean,
didn't know there was backstory to what Arpit put. Apparently, she came back from retirement at 19, which is a crazy sentence in and of itself. But because she wanted to have fun, and then she won 2 golds in the Winter Olympics. Okay, fair enough. Maybe that would make sense as to why there is so much excitement of a win in the feed. Sorry, you were saying, Piyush. Yeah, what was your question?
Yeah, so you are not in that brigade of flag bearers and bandwagonists where Ash Bhai is of the opinion that you need to start Sheshko in the
See,
11.
you need
against
to
Palace.
start Sheshko, but it's a very, I'll put it very simply. Amad Diallo is not what I would call firepower. We need firepower off the bench for the simple reason of putting your eggs in one basket has never really been a good long-term solution for anything in life. By putting Sheshko on the pitch, we are putting all our eggs in one basket. Now, if we are 3-0 in halftime, you bring whoever you want and play however you want. But if we are 0-0 in halftime and we have Sheshko on the pitch, then you are out of options, realistic options. Then you're just kind of hoping to get over the line somehow. I rather not do that. I rather so Akshay is saying Cunha can be the firepower, but the thing is, no, Akshay, that Amad Diallo is the one that's not in form. Keeping Amad Diallo on the pitch, if you want to put a game away, I'd rather have Cunha on the pitch. If you want to give everybody a chance, then I would put Cunha on the bench. I think right now we need to put these games away. We're cutting it a little bit close, not in terms of stats or anything, but in terms of, we are taking forever to score the opening goal. For me, we had 62% possession in the first half. Everyone said the game was boring. When we beat Arsenal with 44% possession, everyone was jumping up and above. But in the end, we won last week's game with only one goal. So I'd rather just have Cunha there. I'd rather have everyone who's currently in form start, even though Sheshko's in form. But my God, I'm saying it the roundabout way. Let me just put it simple. I want someone on the bench that can affect the game if we absolutely need it. Amad Diallo will not be that person. Matheus Cunha right now, I think you could bench him, but I would be against it. If there's anyone I would want to bench, it would be Amad Diallo out of the 11. I wouldn't change anybody so far. What about you, Shashi?
हाय गाइस, गुड इवनिंग, क्या हाल चाल?
Hello, Shashi bhai.
भाई तुम दोनों का हेयर कट भाई टू गुड. एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम it's hard to pick like किसका हेयर कट बेटर है. So on that haircut wala note, Benjamin Sheshko is only scoring the goals because he has had a massive change to his haircut. The only reason he's scoring goals क्योंकि वो haircut बहुत amazing है. ठीक है. So यार ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है, शेशको को खिलाना नहीं खिलाना. आई वुड सिंपली थ्राइव ऑन दिस इंटायर फियास्को अराउंड शुड शेशको स्टार्ट दिस गेम और नॉट. स्पेसिफिकली हम ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे खेल रहे हैं. 70,000 odd coming into the stadium, everybody will have the same question, क्या आप शेशको को स्टार्ट करोगे नहीं करोगे. If I was the manager, I would thrive on that energy. Or is it right to start Seshko or not? I would forget that thing. I would put him on the bench, and the moment I put him on, around about 60th minute, the entire stadium would go up in unison, expecting something great from Seshko. और वो जो 30 मिनट का इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी होगा ना ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे, आई वुड लाइक टू फीड ऑन दैट. द मोमेंट सेशको कम्स ऑन द पिच, एवरीवन इज लाइक कि हाँ अब कुछ करेगा. सो 30 मिनट्स are going to be electric, and I'm with Nathan on this. The only player जिसको आप बाहर कर सकते हो playing 11 से right now, not purely on the form, मैं थोड़ा सा disagree करूंगा Nathan से. Amad might not have been giving away too many goals and assists, but जो उसका defensive और overall contribution है इस team में, that is much better than Matheus Cunha or any other forward for that matter. So I would start with Amad. Because remember, Crystal Palace would play with 3 at the back. They would have their wing backs flying in. So you need someone from the right flank who has more awareness about his defensive duties. And I would pick my right winger to be Amad in this game, क्योंकि वो काम कर सकता है बहुत अच्छे से, rather than Mbemu or anyone else. One more reason why Amad goes out of this 11 if you bring in Sheshko, because अगर आप Cunha को drop out करते हो, it means Mbemu or Amad will have to go to the left, which is their unnatural side. So again, you'll have to adapt to multiple things. So either you take Amad out of the lineup and put Mbemu on the right side and start Seshko. But me personally, I would put Seshko on the bench because purely ये Old Trafford पे game है, and I would feed on that energy of Seshko coming in, entire Old Trafford standing up in unison कि Seshko आ गया, now expect a goal, irrespective of the score line, whether you are 1-0 down, 2-0 up, 5-0 up. I would bring him at 60th minute and feed on the energy for the last 30 minutes.
Yep, it's a very fair assessment. I think the communication needs to be very clear with Sheshko. I mean, he should not be feeling that he's less of a player. I mean, if what Shashi bhai, what you are saying,
that is the case.
What you're saying,
yeah. Before coming in, मैं sorry, मैं एक चीज आपको add on करता हूँ. I was just listening to Andy Mitten, and he has that inside information about the club. So he was saying that the communication has been done specifically to Seshko that आप start कर रहे हो या bench पे हो, it does not define you as a lesser player or an informed player. Whether you are on the bench or you're in the 11, you are at the same level. And the goal here is to help United win. चाहे आप बेंच से आके स्कोर करो, चाहे आप स्टार्टिंग 11 में आके स्कोर करो. The sole idea for the remainder of the season is to score goals and make sure United qualify for the Champions League spot. Now, there is a togetherness about the
Yeah.
squad which we have not since the good days of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Or Andy Mitten is one
Yeah.
source which I trust blindly because he has the right source from the club कि वो जो कह रहा है, you can believe that. And according to him, the communication has been very clear to Sheshko that अगर आप bench पे हो, it does not define you as a lesser player. It just makes the United bench even more stronger and gives Carrick a weapon to bring on whenever he wants to change the game. इसीलिए last game में he came on at 58th minute rather than पहले he was coming in around 70th or 71st minute. So that is a testament to
Yeah.
his development. You need at least 30 minutes in a game. So I'm willing to give you that.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm trying to make a case for Sheshko to be on the bench and bring him for the 30 minutes and watch that entire stadium get behind him. And ultimately, you can't defend against that.
That's a beautiful take, and Shibya, I know you will be only talking about reliable sources because that is how you are, and I think that is the only thing that needs to be said in front of the fans who wants him to start, like that there is a bigger picture for Manchester United, which is bigger than him starting or not starting, which is qualifying for the Champions League, and what Nathan Bhai was also alluding to as you need someone coming from the bench to have that impact. And which unfortunately right now it's only Sheshko. So the communication, if it's very good between the player, manager, and everybody who's involved, I think it's a very good place to be in right now. Yeah. And also one more point. I think when you Shashi, so when you said with regards to the bombing fullbacks, I think that makes a very strong sense in playing Ahmad in this particular game because be it Mitchell, be it Munoz, they'll be very high up the field. Even though honestly they've just played their game at I don't know, they played Europa League or whatever, so they're tired. They literally played the first
Conference League.
Conference
They
League.
won,
Conference
I
League.
think they won 2-0, I guess,
literally
if I'm not wrong.
They won.
yeah, and they're literally very very tired. So even though they'll be playing them, but if you can sustain them for let's say 40-50 minutes, then they'll also tire down, which is
But
where I
we
think
are also
United can
tired,
strike
yeah.
them.
But we are also tired.
You're
Of
tired
waiting-
from what?
waiting
Yeah,
From resting.
we played Tuesday night. Yeah, they played Thursday night.
No, we played Monday night, no.
Tuesday night 1:30.
अरे तो उनका तो
What do you
Monday
mean
है ना.
Tuesday night?
So them also na Thursday 1:30 na.
We'll be still fresher than them, na? At least 48 hours
But
fresher.
they
Yeah,
played-
I don't
they
know
played-
about you. I feel like for the last 14 months I've been more tired than most teams, dude. I don't know about you people, but
Now that
mean-
you brought up 14 months, these are the games where United fans will actually thank Ruben Amorim for, because you'll have Amad Diallo defensively more aware of taking on Crystal Palace wing backs. So these are the games we need to thank Ruben Amorim for. When we win 3-1 in this game, I think we need to have a 5-minute conversation about Ruben Amorim and his contribution to the team.
contribution is an interesting choice of words. That's all I'll say. Contribution is a very interesting choice of words. I want Dorgu to play as a winger. See, when Dorgu comes back, Paul, no, then we're all sitting here stressing out because everything changes the moment Dorgu is fit. Everything
Like
changes.
Dhruv likes to say, Gareth the dog with the bale.
I'm telling you, everything changes for our team once Patrick Dorgu is fit. Because then
My-
we'll add to the firepower on the bench also one way or the other.
My
Which is
God, we're
excellent.
talking about Dorgu as if he's the like.
No, man.
next
That
in
left
line
back
to
Dorgu, no,
Ronaldo,
that left back
Ronaldinho.
Dorgu was crap, dude. I'd still put Dallo at left back. I'm sorry. That left back Dorgu was horrible.
I disagree
I-
with this take, mere bhai. I disagree with this take.
I wanted to
Price
bring this
tag,
up.
price tag does not define where should a player play. It does not matter if you are doing a job. It means you are qualified to do the job. चाहे आप bench से करो, चाहे playing 11
But
से
he's
करो.
also saying we need bench strength, so we don't have to put him on the bench.
We
which
will,
I
we
also
will
agree.
have, we will have strength in the summer, मेरे भाई. जब हम Champions League के लिए qualify करेंगे ना, when we'll get those 85 million dough in our bank accounts. And Nathan,
To add to our 32, no, that we got from sacking everyone.
and I read an interesting piece today, and I have made a reel. अभी वो edit में है. Our capability of spending money this summer is somewhere between 300
450.
million to 400 million, without breaking UEFA's.
No, but you
financial
don't
fair play
understand,
rule.
Shashi. You don't understand. Just because we have 450, no, doesn't mean we
It-
spend
Baba, abhi
450.
we are not talking about whom we will bring. It's about the appetite. The
No, no,
appetite
it
of
was my
spending.
reference was the Ani Slot interview yesterday.
अच्छा, अरे
We
यार
got
वो तो चूतिया ही है
bro.
भाई गॉड, वो कसम से कर मेरे
I'm
को
reading.
भाई.
You know what I do? I made Lala read it yesterday. No, just to Lala was like, "Oh God, yeah, 2 weeks in a row, it was a good interview. He's back at it." I was like, "Yes, Ten Hag. Yes, now you understand."
रॉड्री
No, at
लंग
least-
भाई मैं ना
least-
हर
हाँ,
15th या 16th day I go to my barber and I maintain this volume of hair because I don't like long hairs. So आप यही वॉल्यूम देखोगे मेरे को जब तक आप मेरा कंटेंट देखते रहोगे.
we just found a new dare for you for next season, Shashi. Thank you. By the way. But
I
still,
don't
when
like
we
long
just
hairs. I can't
but,
stand long hair. The moment my hair start creeping to this level, I am
you
desperate
know
for a hair.
what the issue is? I think it's where we live. I think if we live in a cooler climate, we wouldn't mind it. I think when it gets too hot, no, it becomes
Arey,
becomes quite a burden.
there is a thing with my hair. I have a curl on my hair at 4 different places. So the moment they start growing, na, I start feeling pain in my hair. So I need to get rid of them
Oh,
by like every third
okay,
or fourth
okay,
week.
got it. Okay.
So I can't
It's
have
like
long.
it's like that reverse hair growth pattern. It starts becoming like
हाँ, उसको
sensitive.
फैंसी नाम क्या बोलते हैं पता नहीं, मेरे को बस पता
No,
है कि
yeah,
मेरे को
these are what those hairstylists call it. No, whoever go to that school and learn all that stuff. That's what it, my cousin did it. So that's what she told
अच्छा
me. Mine was even, yeah.
अच्छा okay okay.
No, but this I agree with. No Sashko on the pitch, aerial threat becomes an issue. Then we have to focus only on Casemiro. I agree. This is a bit of a problem we have
If you play
at the
good
moment.
football, do you need aerial threats all the time? I don't think
No,
so.
because bro's talking about every time we cross the ball, we don't have the tallest person in the box to attack it, which is actually fair. I think normally when we
Yeah,
cross the ball, it's not really going
yeah,
to
but
someone
I
who's
would
tall
like
enough
to
to
be
win
a
it.
team. I would like to see my team become a crossing machine, then probably complain about not being a 6'5" striker
Yeah.
in the box.
Look at this. Day one of Utkarsh. Bro, this has to be the Utkarsh challenge. This has to be.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get him to do it. Let's see what happens. What's going to happen with Xerxes? Piyush?
Yeah. पीयूष को आंसर देने दो इस चीज का.
Piyush, you feel free to answer.
This guy,
your
this guy
question.
has made me. No, this guy has made me look like that I'm a Xerxes fan and all. I
Oh,
just
you are the
pointed it
biggest
out
Xerxes
that he
fan.
had a chance. No, I just pointed it out when he had a very, very good chance. This guy was blaming him for fluffing his line. I said, "What are you even saying? What are you even waffling?" And from that day onwards, he has just made me a Xerxes fan. I'm not. I don't even care if he starts or not. But yaar, bhai, if
But
he's
you
there
need
at your
backup
squad,
now.
he
He's
should
so
be
good.
utilized.
But he's so good now that you should take
We
Ebenezer.
have our backup. We have our backup in
Who's
let's
your
say
backup?
Marmoush, even Semenyo. Marmoush.
He's going to leave next year.
So
It's going to be like-
we'll
it's going to
spend
be
another
like
100
Alvarez.
million.
It's going to be like Alvarez.
we'll
He's going
spend
to want
another
to game time.
one else from Bundesliga.
Why
then.
you
So,
want to spend 100 million for a backup? Nah, makes no sense.
but
एक
I
swap
don't want
कर लो ना,
Xerxes.
please.
No? I don't want anybody.
मार्मूश और जर्गजी का swap कर लो ना,
Yeah.
please.
I offered that to
Everything.
Dhruv. Pata hai, Shashi bhai, I said ki Bob is available. Take him. He's going to turn your
Or?
fortunes around.
Or
But Oscar Bob.
for whom?
But he didn't.
For Xerxes.
He was there. I mean, for
ऐसे ही.
Fulham took him, na. So he was there. Yeah.
अच्छा.
I said
नहीं, he's
go
a-
for him.
yeah,
I think
he's a very
he
good
might be if he's given a good guidance, he might be the next Palmer.
I've seen
I'm not even
a
kidding.
couple of Norway games because of I wanted to see how Haaland plays, and I saw Oscar Bob like being one of the finest players on the
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah.
He's
He
pretty
got an ACL injury, right?
Yeah, he came
Bowling.
back. He is now sold to.
Yeah. No, I know that. But his injury was ACL, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely don't want Oscar Bob. Yeah, I am on this. If they have an injury, that is even slightly suspect.
How
no,
cruel
I
are you?
want them
How
on area.
cruel are you? No. How
It's-
cruel can you be?
Oh, you are right. It is cruel, but it's cruel, based on surviving, the 68 injury season. We had 168, which was a good one, and then we had another 68, which was a bad one. And I don't want the bad 68. I don't want it anymore. So yeah, I mean, listen, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about the scores and then we'll move on to the London derby. Hopefully things happen for us in our favor. But let's see. You predicted your 3-1. Piyush, any score?
It is going to be 2-1. I don't see United scoring 3 goals against Palace, but they'll score 2.
I also don't see them actually. So I'll go 2-0. And we move on to last but not least, at least for some people who will be very sweating their ass off late Sunday night, the London derby. It won't be me because we will already win our game. So I'll be relaxed. London derby, Arsenal, Chelsea. Wait, what is the form table? I mean, Arsenal's form table is obviously good. 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Not much in it, yeah. 2 points. 2 points in it. Not bad.
So
I mean,
the loss
4
that
points
they
in it.
have, that is in the cup, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
In the Premier League, their form is almost
Carabao
same.
Cup. Carabao Cup.
In Premier League, their form is almost same.
Look at this. Look at this madness. Arsenal draw, Arsenal draw, Arsenal draw. Oh my God, Arsenal's going to win, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's only
100%.
draws and Arsenal wins. There's no
Yeah.
Chelsea win only.
So
Arsenal
I
draw,
don't even expect Chelsea to get anything from this.
When is the
this
last
particular
time
fixture.
Chelsea have beaten them? Oh, are you
This-
joking?
This Sunday.
2019. No,
This Sunday.
man, that can't be right. 2019. No, club friendly doesn't count. No, oh, wait, no, Premier League. Sorry, 2021. 2021. Oh, God's sakes, man.
ठीक है, they're beating them this Sunday.
Yeah, what beating them this Sunday?
Just for fun's sake, because every Arsenal fan that you talk have already booked their ticket for Champions League final, just to put a slight
Bhai.
dent to their confidence. I think Chelsea are beating them this Sunday,
Man,
and
you're
then they'll
right,
be
Piyush. Same form table. 3 wins,
Yeah.
2 draws.
yeah. So yeah, I think Chelsea are beating them by courtesy of an own goal, 97th minute, and they'll win the game.
See
My
you
God, they
guys.
drew-
See you guys.
They drew
Shashi
to
Bhaiya
such
has
terrible
already
teams,
written
yeah.
the script.
They both drew to such terrible teams. Brentford, Burnley, Wolves, and
And both of those
Leeds.
games, both teams were lucky to get away with a draw. Brentford and Burnley deserve to win those games.
He's Irfan. Let me clarify. He's not getting worse as a resource. He's actually getting better. He has been very accurate. I know we all don't want Roberto Martinez, no, but don't confuse it for being a bad source. That's what I will say.
Irfan bhai, follow the dots, look at the pattern. Roberto Martinez is in London right now. He just
Yeah,
shot an
watching
episode
our
of
games.
Overlap. He just shot an episode of Overlap. So these news are bound to happen. This is just a situational news that you will not hear in about next 5-6 days. He was here, he's out of job. अगर आप उसको United job से link करते हो, then some other team would start considering Roberto Martinez. उनको याद आएगा, अबे वो भी तो available है. So that's how these things work. So that's a paid PR from Roberto Martinez side. आप उसको United से link करो, कोई और club आके उसको लेके चली जाएगी. This is how it works. And Ben Jacobs is a bloody good source for Manchester United.
He's very good this season. Yeah. I have to say he's very good. Ugarte Foden swap. I think this is fair. Piyush. Foden's not been
Are you
playing really
crazy?
well. They speak of he's washed.
What are you saying?
I honestly
This
think he's washed.
narrative. Let me shut this narrative out. He
don't
is
think he's
the
washed?
third most highest. No. Why is he? He's the second highest goal scorer in terms after Haaland, and he's equal with Semenyo, and he has the
Hold on a
third
minute.
most highest assist as well.
Bro, you can't count the menu. Okay, please, yaar. What are we
So
doing?
then he's the second most. So he's the second. I'm telling you, that validates my argument even more. He's the
You're
second
right.
most highest goal scorer in our team.
He finally
It
passed.
means a
Steve,
lot
huh?
to us. He was Steve. Which Steve?
Man like Steve. Burnley.
Which Steve?
Burnley.
What are you saying? No. Bhai, he had a very good performance against Palace, against Leeds, and who else did he
Come
play
on,
with?
yeah,
Against
you have to
Brentford.
admit he's getting washed. You have to admit. Yeah,
No,
after
no. To be fair, what I would say is ki, the way this City team is playing, I find it very difficult to see both Foden and Cherki play together going forward. It is just what my opinion is.
Mhm.
And if I have to choose one of them in terms of who I want to play, I would start with Cherki because he offers a lot more creativity than Foden.
Man does age Chelsea to Arsenal. Nathan, my pain is real. I hate Arsenal the most, not winning against them for so long. Shitties. I actually didn't know it took 4 years. Y'all haven't won in 4 years. That's actually
But Piyush,
not
whose
great.
decline is more rapid, Saka's or Foden's?
Shashi Bhaiya, I can argue at length. I don't see both those cases getting compared. And I'll tell you, I'll just sum it up by saying one thing. One player has played for 4 or 5 years in a single position and who is rapidly declining, or maybe who has hit the ceiling. The other player hasn't had a 6 game week like stretch playing at the same particular place. In the start of the season, he was playing as almost a deep lying midfielder because we had a lot of injuries, and he was the one with whom we used to build our backup play. Going forward, he played on the right. Then again, he came as a 10. Then he started playing on the left, and then he got injured in few weeks, and then he came back, and he has not been the same. So the cases are completely different with regards to what City expects from Foden. He's far more creative, and I don't see Saka. The only game that I saw him play as a 10, I felt he was terrible in that game as well. So I think there is no comparison with regards to Saka. He's
Don't
miles
get
ahead.
me wrong. I'm not in a mood of banter or trolling. I just wanted a serious answer. Is it the case that Foden is not good enough for each of these positions, so he's being pushed around
No,
to
he's
multiple
very.
positions?
I think no, Shashibia. My take is City have somehow lost a lot of good technical players in a lot of positions, and I
Mhm.
think there is no other player apart from Bernardo who can play in all those positions apart from Foden. That is, and that
Hmm.
is why he is being utilized in such a way where if Pep really wants him to be the 10, then he'll be a 10. If he really wants him to play alongside Rodri, he'll play there as in a pivot as well. If he wants on the right, he will play on the right. If he wants him on the left, he would play on the left. My honest assessment is because of the lack of good creative players, he has lost his true position, which I feel was a 10. But going forward, the way this team is set up, this is not a possession based City team. They really, आप देखोगे, even the Newcastle वाला game, this team is more like a, कैसे बताऊं मैं आपको, it's a more Sean Dyche team, if I may say so. So what they want is they want Donnarumma to lob the ball in the midfield. That is where you see Haaland getting into the midfield, winning the first ball, and then they have a so much
Interesting.
physicality in the midfield in terms of with Semenyo and with Marmoush and Rodri and Nico O'Reilly that they believe that they're going to win the second ball, and from there they transition in the counter attack. That is what their game plan has been
So that
lately,
means
unfortunately, which is not sustainable.
Ugarte for Foden swap is fair then, because Daichi would love
No,
Ugarte.
I don't want no. Foden can do Foden can do that job better than Ugarte, so I
but
don't want him.
but this is the question I want you to seriously answer. Raz Hatkas put out a great point.
What?
Here. This one.
What? Bro just took Ugarte, Cruyff, turn can. Bhai, nobody can do what
I don't
Ugarte
think
does. So, yeah.
Foden can Ugarte in our own boxes doing Cruyff turns.
No, what I'm telling you is nobody can do what Ugarte does. So please, I'm grateful that he's not part of our squad.
Cruyff turning in our own box. Dude. I wanted to cry. Seriously, I was like, what is this guy, dude? Why? Of all the Uruguayan people we have signed, dude, this has to be the worst one we have signed.
But before we wrap up this Foden chat, I really feel there is a window of 3-4 games where Foden is going to win us a massive game, either in the Champions League or in the Premier League, which is going to be very decisive.
He's Mr. Man City. He has to. It should not come as a surprise.
Mr. Man City, come on.
Nathan, but he's the face of Man City. No, he's a kid from the
No,
academy. He's been there for
white. He's
multiple
white and
rebuilds.
English, bro. He's white and English. The next guy is also going to be Mr. Man City. Here. Let's be
But
honest.
who's Mr. Man City then in that case?
There
if
is no
it's not-
Mr. Man City. No, this is a newly made up term. You're not coming up with now.
You're being mean now. You're
But
being mean.
it's bro. I have never heard the term no
Yes,
Mr.
not
Man
Liverpool
City in
fan,
my
that's
life,
true.
dude. Until now, I've never heard that. I've heard Mr. Chelsea, Mr. Arsenal, Mr. I've even heard Spurs. No one
But
has
if
said
there
anymore,
was,
but
if ever there was a Mr. Man City, it would be Vincent Kompany.
it has to be
Before him,
Richard.
Yeah,
Richard Dunn.
that's fair.
Before
that's
him,
fair.
Richard
I think
Dunn.
it has to be company. Yeah,
Kompany. No,
it has to be company, and I
For
think
me,
I
I
think he's
remember.
going to come back and validate the narrative again when he becomes the manager. I don't know when, but there's a window where he becomes the manager of Man
I've
City.
gained
I don't
massive
think-
respect for Kompany after that interview he did against Mourinho. What a guy.
Are Shashi bhai, I don't want to interrupt you, but I don't know. Of course, you wouldn't be seeing Manchester City documentaries and all, but
No, never.
the way
That
he
day, all
the way he
subscription would be
speaks.
cancelled if I tuned into
No,
a Man City.
only with respect to the entertainment value and in terms of understanding as to how that empire has been built. If you ever are interested, because I watched Arsenal's documentary, I watched Spurs documentary, All or Nothing as well. I have a lot of time, so I used to do it. But in those documentaries, what I've seen is even when he was there as a player, he had a very big say in how things used to run at Man City. I mean, very big. And he was very he held himself in such a way that nobody ever questioned his intentions and his desire for welfare of this club, and that is why he certainly is Mr. Man City for me.
100%.
Fair enough. Any score predictions before we just quickly do some Champions League stuff? People are very upset talking about rigged draws and all. I love how people complain about rigged draws when it's not Manchester United getting rigged every year. I love it. Everybody else
What
tries rigged
rigged?
draw except us.
What rigged?
I-
You guys? What
Bro,
rigged? You guys?
in the
are-
last two Europe, dude, I'm going to say it. Wait. Let's do the score prediction. Then we'll talk about draws. How about that? Prediction for the London derby. I
I think
agree,
Arsenal are going to
Rusty.
win
I
it.
think y'all could.
I think
y'all would still be good. Sorry.
Yeah, Arsenal
Sorry,
can.
what were you
Arsenal will win it, but I feel I just hope from bottom of my heart there's some god, some footballing god watching this and make it 1-1 draw so that I can be happy. But I don't see Chelsea winning this match.
I don't see Chelsea winning it either. Yeah. God, I'm praying to God it's 1-1. I can't see
Yeah.
Chelsea win, man. I'm sorry. I would love to say Chelsea will win, but can't see it. Can't. Shashi?
1-0 to Chelsea, own goal 97th minute.
Who scores the own
You
goal,
deserve,
Shashi? Do the
you deserve a long haircut day. After that, happens, you deserve it. If that happens, though, you really deserve this day.
Hincapié with an own goal.
And, Piyush, no one expects us to win. We win. It would be great, but I can't see it. It would be great if that happens. How good Nico Riley is. He's been, bro. Listen, I have already said he's going to give Luke Shaw a tough run at the World Cup. I still think it should be Luke Shaw going up simply because of experience. But Luke Shaw, Nico Riley.
Just shut the fuck up. I mean, the biasness has to stop somewhere.
Bro, everyone said the same
It
shit
has
to
to
me
stop
about Dallo.
somewhere.
You say that,
No,
Piyush.
I don't. I am not even talking about Dallo. Dallo still makes a sense. No, Dallo still
how
makes
it
a sense. I agree. Dallo still makes a sense. Dallo I agree with you. Dallo, for all the banter that we do to and forth, it really makes a sense. Your points are very valid.
Towards me. The banter is mostly towards me. I like to be very clear.
But you, Shashi bhai, please be neutral and without getting biased, because I expect you.
You didn't hear what I said. I said Nico
What?
Riley will give him competition. The only reason I picked Luke Shaw was because I want experience. I don't know who we are going to play. We could play France, dude. It's not going to be like we are playing Blackburn. That way I said at the end of the day. No, by the way, people who kindly don't remember how the Euro final went, I would like to remind you.
He scored.
Luke Shaw pocketed Yamal, and Kyle Walker got exposed on the opposite side, and both goals were scored from there. I just like to
Kyle Walker has been horrible. Kyle Walker has been horrible for England.
Luke Shaw got cooked by Yamal. Didn't get cooked by Yamal. It's called a cross to the other side. It's called switching play. You're not elastic, man. You can't block that. I just like to be very clear about where the goals came from in the Spain game.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
My thing was only
Yeah, he's
experience. For me, it is Lewis Hall,
Yeah.
Deco O'Reilly should go to the World Cup, but I have a feeling Luke Shaw is going to get one of the spots. I don't know. Now, sorry, Piyush, you were saying.
No, so yeah, I agree. In that terms, I think they would tend to weigh towards experience as well, and they'll have Shaw as well. You're correct in going into the deep end. If England are supposed to go, and if they face the likes of France or Germany or some team which are very powerful, then you need experienced player. I agree.
I mean, okay, that's done. So I guess Shashi's picking a Chelsea win. We'll find out, I guess, in a couple of days. Let's just, I mean, we aren't in the Champions League, but everyone wants us to talk about it. So I will just roughly talk about the draw, but I will only talk about Man City and Madrid because everyone wants to really know about that only. I just want to ask one thing before we talk about the game specifically. Do you or do you not think these draws are rigged? And Piyush
It is
asked me why.
100% rigged.
I'll tell you why I am saying it's rigged. The last 2 years we won the Europa League. We did 5 different draws. Round of 32, round of 16. We did 4 or 5 draws and we only got Spanish teams. We literally got all the Spanish teams that were in the Europa League. We literally played all of them. In fact, I think we have played the most Spanish teams in the Europa League knockouts since we have been in the Europa League. Like literally every round we would get a draw and we'd still get a Spanish team. I don't know. I saw some crazy Twitter stat where the chances of Real Madrid and Man City getting a draw next season is 0.6832%. So you tell me now. I think they are doing this because they want eyeballs. They are making it sound fancy and they're using all great words and magic tricks and all. But I think this is what is part of the game. Now, please, whoever would like to take, do you think the draw is rigged?
I mean, it was rigged. It is as rigged as anything can be. First of all, I would really want to address this because this is the point that people are missing. So if you see the table at the last day of the Champions League, nobody thought that Madrid would lose to Benfica and Sporting would win against, let's say, I don't know whom they won against, and they leapfrogged both City as well as Madrid. And they ended up being the 7th team, and City fell one spot down, that was 8th, and then Madrid went to 9th place. So nobody anticipated that happening going at the last day. So udhar se you can't say that it is rigged from the start. But when it came down to round of 16 in terms of how they are placed, like how they are placed right now is 1-2 are in bracket 1, 3-4 are in bracket 4, and something like that. So by that virtue, 7th, 8th are in bracket, like let's say last bracket. And the only teams that they can face is teams who are just below them, who have just failed to qualify for the top 8s, which was Madrid, by the way. So ye hona tha. It was a 50-50 thing. But the problem is when you go into a draw and you see those stupid bowls there, and you know that they have been advised to pick a certain bowl, because how is it possible that the first ball that you pick comes? What are the odds that the first ball that you pick comes out Man City when you know whoever you're going to pick is going to play Madrid? And there was a moment, I'm going to point it out, where Rakitic found it difficult to open it. There's a lot of theories. Some people tell you that those walls are literally warmer. They tell you to pick those warmer balls, but he wanted to open it. He just could not open it. And he didn't wipe his hand off like that. He could grease laga. Some signal was there. He picked it up, and it was Man City. What are the odds? But it is rigged. It is for the eyeballs. Everybody wants to see them. But I think none of the fans want it. Neither the Madrid fans want it. Neither the City fans want it. Maybe it's not because of the fear factor. I personally feel I would rather want to see Man City play, let's say, against a Bayern Munich or a Chelsea or a, let's say, PSG. I want to see my team play against these lot who are actually very good. I have seen Madrid for 7 years now. I know what they're going to do. I know what City are going to do. And it is going to be that thing. At the end of the day, it's about margins and also the refereeing. So sometimes referees really disrupt the flow of the game, and it really adversely affects a lot of things that are going around in that game. And I don't like those kind of games. I really want to play, like say, I really want to see a Nico O'Reilly play against Lamine Yamal. How beautiful it would be. मतलब तब हम compare कर सकते हैं ना whether Nico O'Reilly is at that level. I don't want to see him play against Fede Valverde or anybody else who's playing. But I saw him. I don't want to see Doku cook Trent Alexander again. I have seen that picture again and again. I want to see Doku play, let's say, against someone, against a Bayern Munich or their right back, a Kimmich or someone like that. Because that matchup, I don't get to see. That was the whole point of
I didn't take you for a scared City fan, Piyush. You named all these teams.
I am
but
not. I am never. No. I am not scared. I am.
Bodo Glimt. You didn't even mention.
No, listen.
Man.
I'll tell you why. I would have loved to. I would have loved to see City play Bodo Glimt because of only one reason. Because I know Bodo Glimt is going to come at City very hard. They're going to play football. They're going to depend on their footballing skills to win that game, unlike the other team. And I know how cagey that game is going to be. I know how battles are going to be fought in the midfield. There'll be cards, and I don't want that toxicity. Bhai, I've witnessed it enough for 7 years now. It doesn't end well. They want to showcase it as a big game. It is not a big game anymore. Both those teams are not big anymore. At least at this present time, both of them don't even qualify as a top 4 team for me in the Champions League. There are 4 better teams than both City and Madrid. And I don't want to play Madrid again, bhai. And सबसे बड़ी problem है ना, if you get out of this competition in round of 16, everybody just forgets what you've done throughout the season. It is always like, यार, round of 16 में बाहर हो गए थे. But the flip side of this particular fixture is, Nathan bhai and Shashi bhai, I think you would also agree, for both those teams, if you get one over them, let's say if Madrid defeats City, the momentum that they're going to carry going forward, I think it is almost irresistible. They're not going to drop any more games until the final. And I think it goes similar to City as well, because they've played so much against each other. That is what I personally feel.
Nice. Very nice. Looking forward to the game.
That's all you'd like to add. Okay, fine. Listen, yeah, for me,
give me Man City, Bayern, give me Man City, Real Madrid. I'm going to have a good night. I'll enjoy my drink.
I mean, we are probably the worst people to ask, simply because we have no skin in the game. Yeah, we are going to watch games anyway. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Who is like,
exactly.
I enjoy. So for us, we are neutral.
I enjoy PSG Chelsea as a Thomas Tuchel derby. I'll enjoy Man City Real Madrid as the next Haaland derby, because Haaland is going to Real Madrid in a couple of seasons. So yeah, this is how it is going to be.
Piyush is really sweating now. He's like, bro, what are we going to look like without Pep? What are we going to look like?
Which is fair, which is a very fair reflection. I think the teeth that we have right now, I think we'll lose everything when Pep leaves. I wouldn't be confident going into...
Which City players are going to join United is the most important question.
None of them.
With no Pep?
Yeah, with no Pep. Pep.
Do we want anyone from City to join?
I'll take Nico O'Reilly.
What do you want? Do you want? So you wouldn't want a Haaland at your squad, Shashi?
No, I don't want Haaland. No, I told you, I need someone well-rounded. Yeah, he gets isolated, and then it's a big headache. And you have to have the players to offset that. We don't have the players to offset having a one-man deficit right now. At least we don't have.
See, I don't want Foden. He's not better than Mbemo or Ahmad right now. Rodri, I don't know whether he is that good after that ACL injury. If a prime Rodri is there, yes, Rodri perhaps. I don't want Shirky because he spoke shit about United, and I might personally kill him if I see him next time. So yeah, Nico O'Reilly to a degree, yes. Apart from that, I don't see any City. But I don't want any City.
Mark Guehi. What about Mark Guehi?
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ. Mark Guehi, yes, I would consider at United, because he's going to probably upgrade the current set of...
This is going to burn Nathan, but I think Matthias Nunes is still better than Dalot this season at least. And he takes over him in the Portuguese squad as well.
Sorry, say that who? No,
Matthias Nunes. No. He's ahead. He's ahead of Dalot, and he takes his place in the Portuguese squad as well.
You know how I know he's not? Because Martinez actually came to watch our game. You know why I think why I'm saying that confidently? Because Martinez didn't come to watch Bruno, dude. Let's be honest. If Martinez needs to
You-
come watch Bruno Fernandes play football anymore, no, please, I don't want him in England. I don't want him in Portugal. I don't want him coaching only anymore. If he's come to watch Bruno Fernandes play football, because there was no Portuguese people in the Everton team, and there's only 2 Portuguese people in the United team. So if you're telling me that's the game he chose to take a flight from Portugal to watch in England play, he's a moron. Because there were better games also going on in England at that time. So I mean, if
He
he's
came to
genuinely
s-
coming to watch Bruno Fernandes play football, though, I don't know what he's doing with his free time. There's better ways to use it. And Rusty, we don't want City players because we are United fans, not because they're not good. There is a difference, Rusty. There is a difference.
See,
There is a
there are bigger things in football than just ability and capability, right? आप अगर किसी टीम को इतने शिद्दत से चाहते हो तो you would understand. अगर आप ये सिटी फैन है क्या रस्टी?
No, Rusty is an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan. So you don't have that kind of rivals मेरे भाई जहाँ पे you don't have a meaningful rival. Spurs के पास ऐसे player नहीं है
Oh,
जिनको
bro,
आप
yeah, Ashley Cole.
लाना
Ashley Cole,
चाहोगे.
they should understand
That's
Ashley
days of
Cole.
the past ना. Current Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, टॉटनम का ऐसा कोई कॉम्बिनेशन है ही नहीं. वो नफरत नहीं है आपके किसी भी टीम के अगेंस्ट जहाँ पे आप नहीं चाहोगे कि वो टीम का बंदा लाइन क्रॉस करके मेरी टीम के लिए खेले. The day you start enjoying that sort of rivalry, you would want the same thing to be happening with a Spurs player or a Chelsea player.
So
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
it's-
but look at the chat. How triggered they are, bhai. Look at Irfan, bhai. He's saying Dalot right leg is Man City's history.
Yeah, it's all.
I'll
it's all
teach you-
Jokes,
I'll-
yeah, all jokes. But anyway, that is fine. Yeah, that is okay. That's all jokes. But to be very honest, we'll just go through the draw quickly and we'll sign off, man. I don't want to take any much more time. It's been already almost 2 hours. Just give me your winners to the next leg. We won't do all the legs, just this leg. Newcastle, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Won't be surprised if Newcastle do something here. But they did very well against PSG a couple of years ago.
Newcastle.
Um,
Newcastle.
Really?
Barca's
I-
high line against 2 of the quickest wingers in world football right now, Anthony Gordon and there was another guy, no, who was clocked
Anthony
there.
Elanga.
Elanga. The Anthonys.
Was he Elanga?
I think Alanga and Barnes as well. Harvey Barnes as well.
No, I read a piece. I've like
Usula.
सुबह डालूंगा मैं नाम भूल गया हूँ. इस
Usula?
season Champions League में अच्छा let me just for a trivia, who is the quickest center back in the world right now who is playing Champions League?
Isn't it Van de Ven?
No, it is not.
Kusunov.
Yes.
Kusunov.
Oh, for the love of God, no. That
Who
guy-
is
What do
the
you mean? Was
quickest-
the love of God? What? Look at his expression, Shashi Bhaiya. Look at his
I
expression.
Nathan,
No,
that's
no, no.
that's
This is a
factually
fact.
correct. So I
This
can't
is
say.
fact, by the way.
Fact.
This is
No,
something that
I'm
I'm not even
shocked.
making up. It's a
Who's
fact.
the
I'm shocked,
quickest?
yeah.
Who's the quickest winger in the world who's playing in Champions League?
Quickest winger.
Don't tell me it's that Bodo
And
Glimt
he's
guy.
the quickest player in the world as well, who's playing in
Quickest
Champions
player
League.
in
this
the
season.
world.
Yeah,
Who is there? Alanga.
and his top speed is 37.59 kilometers per hour.
Who?
Anthony Gordon.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon is there, and the third player on that list, it might be Elanga. मैं भूल रहा हूँ. He's also from Newcastle. So Barca's high line against those 2 quick players, I see Newcastle playing to their capability. And if Jolinton, Tonali, and Guimaraes is there, I won't be surprised if Newcastle go through. So I'll pick Newcastle with a KG win against Barca.
See? Me
Rusty,
too. I
bro,
also
you have to
don't
watch
remember this.
Man City play. Only
I
then you will
agree. Even
remember.
I
then
can't
you-
remember when he ran.
No, but
like,
you
like
guys
this
don't
kind of
watch
speed.
Man City. You guys out of
It
jealousy
depends
don't
on
watch
the
Man
time.
City.
It also depends on the timings of everyone.
Yeah, fair.
And just for
I think he's
context,
very
Van de Ven
fast,
is
bhai. He's
second
very fast.
fastest. He's second
Yeah.
fastest.
He broke his record this season only. Kusunov, by the way, broke his record. Van de Ven's record this season only.
I think Barcelona gonna edge it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close game. Atletico, Tottenham, dude, because I don't like Simeone.
As
That's Simple answer.
I mean, yeah, bhai.
do you-
that is
do
how
you
it
want-
is, bhai. I
Do
just
you want Tottenham to get relegated or not?
I don't care. I want them to knock out
Do you
Simeone.
want,
They
do
can,
you
they
want
can
them
finish
to get
10th
relegated?
even.
Do you want them to get
Uh,
relegated?
I mean, if they had players in their team, I want probably they only have that guy with one hamstring, which I don't want. And actually, if Forest go down, it benefits us way better than Spurs going down. To be honest,
So no,
no, I guess not. No,
Then Atletico.
I'm really
to go.
worried for them.
then Atletico to qualify.
I just want
Because,
Simeone to run
because
around
if
like a
Spurs
chicken.
qualify for the next round, it would make their life in Premier League much harder.
Yeah, I know, but I still want them to lose. I'm not going
I mean,
against
it's,
Saints here, to be honest with you. I'm not
I
going
mean, the
with any
only team
Saints.
that can stop, by the way, Barca from reaching semi-final,
Atletico
final
Madrid.
is
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico. So yeah,
Simeone's kid is more bearable. Wait till he becomes a manager. Don't want them to get relegated. We need 3-6 points and a derby. Millwall is coming up, dude. You'll get a London derby. Millwall is coming up. Bodo Glimt versus Sporting Club de Lisboa.
that's an
Portugal.
amazing game. Hi, that is an amazing
Bodo
game.
Glimt,
And
baby.
kudos
I
to
want
them.
their journey
Yeah,
to
Glimt,
continue.
Bodo.
Bodo
I'm
Glimt.
on the
Yeah,
train. I've been on the train since
I
the
want
last
the
game
Bodo
was
Glimt train. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Bayern
They've been
Leverkusen,
amazing.
Arsenal.
So I also feel they should be qualifying for this game.
Leverkusen, Arsenal. It's
Arsenal, bhai. Arsenal, bhai. There's not even a competition there.
Arsenal.
Atlanta FC.
I'm sensing an Arsenal Liverpool final this season for some reason.
It might be.
Really,
It might end up.
There was a very strong feeling.
I
Arsenal
mean-
Liverpool after the draw.
I mean,
today,
imagine Shashi Bhaiya. I mean, I'm not even joking. Let's just imagine City going through against Madrid, and then they have to play Bayern, and
Mm.
hypothetically we win that game as well. And then we play Liverpool in the
Liverpool or
semi-finals.
PSG. Yeah.
I think it's Liverpool. I think Liverpool are going to take down PSG. I'm 100% sure of that. And if somehow we can cross that hurdle as
Wait,
well,
wait,
then
hold on,
we
hold
will
on.
play
Wait, so
Arsenal.
you're saying Liverpool's going to beat Galatasaray? Because I think they're going to really struggle.
No, I am not saying they're going to break Galatasaray. I'm saying if they face PSG, they're going to take down
so
PSG.
I think is going to play. Now we'll go in order. Now PSG, Chelsea. You think PSG is winning?
Most probably.
Yeah, I would pick PSG. They have the right players.
I'm actually picking Chelsea. I think
Yeah,
the
I wouldn't be
Fuse
surprised.
run out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if
Gal-
Chelsea take down PSG as well.
Galatasaray versus Liverpool. First game is, by the way, in Turkey. First leg.
Liverpool. I'm picking Liverpool.
Liverpool's
because
going to
Galatasaray is
Liverpool's
far
going to
incon-
defeat them.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
I'll go with Galatasaray. Let's see some shocks here. You're a neutral, no? Let's have some fun. Real Madrid versus Man City. I think it's going to be Madrid, isn't it? Not look good recently.
How
No,
bad
it's
is
not look good, no.
How bad is
It's not
Mbappe's
look good
injury?
recently.
Is he having a surgery?
Hey, yeah, Gonzalo Garcia is good enough, yeah. Please trust me on this. You'll never see him, no. You have to watch him play. Genuinely, he's good enough. I told Giant on
Loki-
private message. I told him, no, I typed it. I said, you finally have a striker in your team.
So Loki, you're correct as well, bhai. I think Gonzalo Garcia is really, really good, and he suits that system as well, which the manager really plays. And I think for all it's worth, he's good. But I think you just cannot compete with the quality that Mbappe brings in the big moment,
Might
bhai.
be a
That is what.
very good player, but
Also, City have crazy fixtures in and around both legs. We
Yeah,
did that
we.
already.
Arey bhai,
just
from
look at-
here
just
till
look
now,
at
like we have to
Newcastle's
play.
fixture. Just
we
look at
did
Newcastle's
all
fixture,
that.
man.
We did done that. It's not looking good for a
भाई
lot of teams.
साहब मतलब क्या ही हो गया उनके साथ.
So they'll finish 15th. No idea I was going to get sacked. I'm telling you, just watch.
No, but Mbappe has a sense of moment and he comes alive in those moments. So Gonzalo Garcia might be a very good player, very good striker. But if you have Mbappe and you're playing 11 and he does not choose to play in midfield, then he's a bloody good player.
So you're still favoring City?
The only saving
I'm
grace with
picking-
respect to
picking
Man City
Madrid.
is, I think the only saving grace for Man City is that we play the second leg at Etihad, and Etihad we just don't lose to anybody in the Champions League. That is in the knockout stages. So I think we've had that match against them the year before as well, where we lost, by the way, but that was a very different City team. I think we had a lot more injuries back then. But I certainly feel had it been a situation where we would have played first at Etihad, then at Bernabeu, I would have said Madrid 100%. But it's 50-50 for me as well.
I agree.
I'll pick
Uh,
Madrid.
That is. Oh wait, there's one more. Bayern Atlanta. Serie A's crap. Bayern Munich.
Bayern.
I won't change my stance just because they managed to beat Dortmund. manage is a, I can't even think of a better word than manage. I'm being very polite by saying manage actually, but Dortmund's just horrible. But that's a whole nother discussion.
Bye.
Upon closing, guys, just do me a favor and tell me you all have any streams. Just plug the streams, your whatever videos you all are doing for the weekend before we go.
So
No
I'll be
streams.
doing the watch along
No streams?
tomorrow. That is,
So
and I
City
don't know.
Leeds.
Maybe if
10 o'clock.
yeah, if I can get
10
a Giant, if I can convince Giant and few others, then I might do a short stream of just the UCL roundup, because I really want to have Madrid fans' opinion as well on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Shashi, nothing videos, nothing planned. So Shashi will probably do a reaction stream of the match, drive along reaction stream of the match after.
हाँ
we play,
वही करूँगा. बाकी
Palace.
Instagram will be active. Yeah, YouTube पे ऐसे.
Yeah, Nathan bhai, before you close down, please can you put up Sumit bhai ka ek message? He's been just spamming for so long. I don't want to feel that he's left out.
That is kind of why we were talking about this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
but
really.
Piyush bhai,
I want to
who
don't
wants
see it
to-
either. To be honest with you, I also don't want to. See
That is so. I mean, Sumit bhai, that is so true. And if you support either of the teams, you would know what I'm saying. I mean, there's so many good teams. There's so many more lucrative teams that you would want to play. And मैं बस इसलिए बुरा मुझे feel होता है because one of those teams are going to get out from the tournament very early, and nobody. I mean, both of them at least deserve to go till quarterfinal. That is what my personal opinion is. But that is how the draws are, bhai. And I don't like it. But you know it's rigged. They want to see them to play together. They want the eyeballs there, and that is their selling point now, unfortunately.
if this is the final, Irfan, right now, sack all the managers, sack all of them. Pep, whoever else is there, the company, sack all
And
of them. If that ends up
I
being
just
the final,
forgot.
sack
I
all
just
of them.
forgot to add one more thing where I just forgot to continue. So if we end up playing Liverpool in the semi-final and we defeat them, then there might be a situation that we play Arsenal in the EFL final, in the league till the final day, and also in the Champions League. How beautiful it would be to knock them out from 3 competitions.
Pep should get married to Arteta then after that.
I don't want to feel left out too. Please relegate Spurs. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. By the way, guys, the links to the channel are in the heading below. Mid Wicket Manager and Let Me Talk, or Let Me Talk City. At Mid Wicket Manager and at Let Me Talk City. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Shashi. Thank you, Piyush. Last minute notice.
Always a pleasure. Always a
It
pleasure.
went on for a while, but I'll see you guys in the next one. By the way, guys, just keep you all post on the community, right? Keep your eyes out for
I
the
do.
community posts for whatever videos will be coming out. Keep a tab on it. Put the bell notifications on, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Bournemouth match, because why not?
Who are they playing?
Forgot. Let me just refresh my own memory. 6 o'clock match, Shashi. You have to forgive me. I don't
Sunderland.
stream in the daytime. Funny enough.
Sunderland. They're playing Sunderland.
Probably
Oh,
something-
Wolves are playing
probably-
Aston Villa tonight. Fuck, nice.
By the way, guys, 1 more hour for deadline. 2 more hours for deadline. Whoever's
My
interested.
captain will be playing tonight.
You're captaining who?
Ole Watkins.
What?
Really?
Why? Why not Bruno?
Only Watkins?
Ole Watkins. I have a feeling he'll score 2 goals and give 1 assist.
2 goals and 1 assist. I guess I should not tell you what my prediction is. Then we'll move on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in
See
the
you.
next one.
Bye.
Take care. Good night, guys.
See you guys. Thank you so much.